I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits. Excuse me, I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. The crash came when the cash came. Spend it before you get it like those rookies all on draft day. For the love like it's match game. Hit the ground running, really do it for my last name. They act different when the facts change. I'm not with the tip for tag games. In my own league, I don't chase game. In my own league, I don't hang with lanes. I know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits. Excuse me, I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. Now how could that be? Talking about who can be talking about me. Feeling like Stretch where I got all this reach. Feeling too blessed when I step on these beats. Now how could that be? I could beat the pressure, I could beat the 2-3. Jab, jab, hook, then I duck and I weave. It was never you, it was me versus me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits. Excuse me, I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. Better up, get some, swinging for the fences, I might leave it in the sun. Every pitch a home run. Stack a couple tickets just to leave it to my son. Take it back while I be gone. Small city kid, couldn't dream a bigger one. A marathon, never run. Check the scoreboard, how I'm feeling like I won. I know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits. Excuse me, I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me.
I mean, we can't talk straight in the barbershop, then where can we talk straight? We can't talk straight nowhere else. You know, this ain't nothing but healthy conversation. That's all
you gotta tell who the park down.
It ain't nobody exempt in the barbershop. You know that. Ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my sound. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Shit. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? What's up? What's up? And we back in this thing again, Black Men Unfiltered Network. Listen, we're about to have another great show. Last week, if you missed it last week, you missed a great episode. You need to go back and watch it immediately. All right, we had a lot of great shows on last week. If you didn't see Felicia Williams' show, make sure you come on Sunday. She's going to be talking about dealing with parents who have dealt with any type of disabilities and or hospice situations, and you're caring for them as their parent. The name of it is going to be Parents Parenting, and Parenting Parents. There we go. And so check that out. Also, for the rest of the week, man, check out everything that we have going on. Hit the like button tonight. Hit the subscribe button. Guys, this content is amazing. And I'm asking you guys tonight that we have a goal tonight and that I want to hit. And I know somebody out there got $1, somebody got $2, somebody got $3. Tonight, we want to fill that Cash App up to show some love tonight for the Barbershop, right? We're entertaining you. And so we're asking that you entertain us by showing your support for the channel to keep the channel growing, because that's what we do. We provide entertainment, and it'll be great if you guys would contribute to the channel. As you can see, the Cash App, we're going to fill the Cash App up tonight. And if you want to do a super chat, you do that as well. But we want to fill that Cash App up tonight because we do great content here. Yeah, there's no reason to not, right? All right, so let's see here who we got in here tonight. All right, now the Cash App is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It'll be there the entirety of the show, and you can show your support there. Once you send that, I will definitely shout you out, play you a tune, play something funny, because that's how we get down over here. We keep the laughter going, all right? Because laughing is healing. All right, so let's see who we got in chat tonight. And we go up here to the top. All right, we got Catelia in the building. Hey, beautiful. It's good to see you, man. One of the best moderators on this side of heaven. All right, so thank you so much, Catelia, for being here tonight. Marcus is in the building. Thank you so much, Marcus, for being here. Let's see what else we got here. Marriage, politics, and sports. You know him. You've seen him. You know about that guy. All right, let's see here. We got What We Know Podcast in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We got Sparta HQ Network is in the building tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got our first super chat of the night from my boy, What We Know Podcast. He said, my boy is back monetized. Let's go. Thank you so much, What We Know Podcast, for the $10 super chat. So, guys, again, the first $10 have come through already on the super chats. Now we're $90 away from the super chat goal. $90 away from the super chat goal, $100 away from the Cash App goal. All right. Our Payne already said that he's going to Cash App me $50. So y'all can match our Payne's $50 tonight. Okay. All right. Our Payne has authorized in his finger, so it's going to take him a little bit to Cash App me $50. But when he Cash App it to me, I'm going to let you guys know. All right. So before we get started, I want to show some appreciation for my brother. And I can only do it because Black History Month is around the corner, and I know that he loves this tune, and so I'm going to play it for him. JT, this is for you, my buddy. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Here we go.
My name is Rosa. They say I'm supposed to sit in the back, but I'm tired here, so I'm finna sit right closer. Come get me up then. It's gonna take about 3, 4, 5 men, and I ain't finna repeat myself again. Fight me. Somebody get her. My name is Eve. I didn't believe. I trusted Satan, ate that apple, he deceived. And I'm naked. I thought I was awakened. I'm the first to do it. Y'all my daughters, we related. Trick on Big Harry. Don't call me slave hoe. The hell? From the underground, railroad, bustin' down mouth of dope. When I say run, you better go. In the dark, that Glocky glow.
Yeah, JT. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Hey, listen, we'll play a lot more of those guys. Send in your super chats, send in your Cash Apps, and we'll definitely have some fun tonight. Thank you for your support. All right, guys, so I want to go ahead and bring up the guys that are in the back waiting right now. If you want to be a part of the show tonight and want to be on the panel, we would love to have you in the barbershop tonight, fellas. Look at the screen right now. You can join. Camera must be on. We got to see your teeth. We got to see you because you come in here talking. You got to stand on what you mean, and we need to see you when you stand on what you mean. So please come on in here, turn your camera on, make sure your camera is good, your internet is good. We do not, under any circumstance, guys, here it is right here. We do not, under any circumstance, I want you to come in here and not stand on business. When you come in here, you stand on business because we definitely gonna stand on business. All right. You see the title of the show tonight? Tonight ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get our guys in here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from the greasy grease, baby. Give it up for yours truly. The ghost of Sparta's in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
This is Sparta!
Yeah.
What is going on, my man?
What's going on, man? Hey, listen, you know what, man? It's been a minute, man, since you've been up here early, man. I'm proud to see you. You became a long time ago. You became a fan favorite, bro. Did you know that? The people love you. And I just wanted to, maybe help you out a little bit here tonight.
I have no room. Look, I have my autograph. I changed my setup. I ain't too fucking for this anymore. I'm not doing the what is that guy from Goonies dance?
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. All right, so man, thank you for being here tonight, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Next up, man, who just gave a super chat, $5 super chat. He said, "Damn, BMU, I forgot a zero." Yeah, you cheap bastard. All right, thank you so much, man. Let me go ahead and give him his while I bring him up because he likes a certain thing on this show as well. It's not a song. He just likes the way she moves, and this is for you, RP. Our Pain is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Our Pain, you like that? You like that, Our Pain? Okay.
I'm gonna have to get you a new woman for me, man.
Okay.
The moose knuckle.
The moose knuckle. Yeah, that's just the moose knuckle.
Divorce lawyer.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, coming up right here, and everybody else will be coming on later. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring up yours truly, the guy. Listen. They call him Slick Rick in Detroit. They call him Sweet Dick Willie. Give it up for yours truly. JT is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. My guy.
What up, though?
What up, though? Hey, man, it's good to see you, man. All right, guys, we're going to have a great conversation tonight. I want to start out with my guys that's who here right now. Everybody else will be coming in later, as you all know. The barbershop comes in and out. Pause. Arpain, how are you and the beautiful wife and the family, my brother?
Hey, man, everything's doing good, man. I was thinking about the show for Monday, man, but I don't know if you got the smoke for us to say it. The title of the show is The Ultimate Emasculation. Michelle disrespects Obama. No, Michelle has told Obama to eat shit and die.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man, she's not coming to those inaugurations. You know how embarrassing that shit is?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
She didn't go to Carter's funeral.
And that too.
And she didn't go to the inauguration.
So the title, let me say it better. The ultimate emasculation. Michelle tells Barack to eat shit and die. Shit with a $sign on it.
Oh, yeah.
And not DYE, not DIE.
Well, yeah, we love to smoke.
Well, so I'm going to have guys on the panel because I have this whole thought, not just to rant, but with the way women disrespect and hold black men in contempt. Isn't Michelle Obama the woman king for these black women?
Absolutely. And Anissa is already hot. Anissa says she don't owe them that. Yes, she does. She's the wife of a former president, and when a former president passes away, as respect for the office and for the seat, she, as the wife, is to show up. And it's amazing.
She was the first lady.
Yeah, it's amazing. All the white wives showed up.
Ain't nobody got more smoke than Hillary Clinton, and she showed up.
And she showed up.
Exactly. And she's going to be at the inauguration as well. All the white women showed up. I don't know what Michelle.
Is it a mistake that the black woman is the only one telling her man, suck my Johnson?
Yeah, because she has one.
So yeah, Mr. Payne, I will be up there on Monday, bro. I will be up there on the. I'm taking off. I'm taking off so I can.
Yeah,
because at the times that you do it, I'm like, damn, I be working. So
what time you got? What time you get on? It's
Monday.
Move that back to 8.
No. Don't make any accommodation for me. I'll make the accommodation for you. You putting in the work, sir. So
Yeah,
that
let's
one,
talk
I would
about it, man.
be
Let's talk about that, man.
Yeah. She's disrespectful. She's disrespectful. She think everybody's supposed to eat her, smell her ass, and she's a fucking liar. And my thing is this: you did all that pumping and going and talking about transgendering our children, and you fucking lost. And the reason that you're not showing up because you're a sore fucking loser, and you're probably not giving Barack Obama no dick because you're probably not giving Barack Obama no dick because he was at the funeral talking to Donald Trump. They was laughing and kikiing like a motherfucker at the funeral.
Black man, this is the funniest thing. I'm watching it real time, right? And I'm looking and see who's there. And I said, well, shit, Barack Obama is sitting right next to Donald Trump. I said, this shit is about to, you know how you see it in real time and you know what's about to happen?
Yep.
I'm like, this shit is about to make so much news right now. But we already know ourselves, the ones that are enlightened, that this has always been what this is right here.
The WWE.
For one, we are Americans. Let's not mistake that right there. A damn Democrat and a damn Republican, it's not the opposites of each other. They're actually two wings of one bird. That's why you have democracy. That's why you have the republic. That's the reason why we're supposed to, because it's supposed to even out everything that goes on. People done messed around. Go ahead, RP. But I didn't take this.
I didn't want to interrupt. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
No. People have messed around and they've taken the basics of what America represents and they've turned this shit into some other bullshit.
Yo, JT, this
is real conversation.
Right? You know what this is? Mm-hmm. That was what we saw with Barack and Trump is how men behave.
Yes, diplomacy.
That's how men behave. We could be arguing, screaming, call each other names, sit down, have a beer. You know, I mean, we don't have to be bloody.
And he had to have been saying something because Barack Obama was killing his fucking self laughing.
Yes.
So he was laughing his ass off. And Michelle was like, you ain't getting no dick for 6 months.
And it's a sad thing where people would rather deal with the lie or what looks like instead of what is. At the end of the day, they are all presidents. One of the things that I do understand and was very significant to me, because that's the president, Jimmy Carter was the president that I remember. That was the first president I remember. I think when did Ford come into office?
Ooh, Nixon.
Right after Nixon. So Ford, when I was born, right? I was born in 72. But I don't remember Ford. I don't remember Gerald Ford. I remember Jimmy Carter, and I remember some significant things about Jimmy Carter. He had a peanut farm, and the man actually was a comedian. I remember these things about that man. I remember him being a man that actually wanted to build the world. This is the reason why his whole family right now, dog, they are all over the world doing some really great shit. And they've been doing this shit for decades. So that's why I really remember him, because it wasn't just the school that taught me about him. It was the type of a person he was. And I learned at a young age that he was a great person, which made a bad president.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I learned about him, and that wasn't a slight against him. It was just at a point where that man, when I was like, damn. I remember people used to say this JC. Remember that JC, where it was Jesus Christ, and then they used to put him as this JC person because he was a carpenter. This man was a person that loved people, and he did the things for people. Yeah, and I just remember that about him, man. But I ended that.
A lot of dirt on his hands. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah, man, come on, man. When you in that type of a game, bro, you dealing with the biggest corporation in the world. You know what I'm saying? So come on, we already understand that. But we understand diplomacy. You understand? So that's the thing that I'm like, Miss Obama, she really made herself look bad. And she was supposed to have been this woman that was supposed to be a woman to show other women how these things supposed to work, and she dropped the ball, man.
What happened to the? What this is the thing, and Anissa is in the chat right now. Thank you, Anissa, for being here. Anissa says, Barack can be diplomatic. She will be in her multi-million-dollar house in Hawaii. He was a genuine good man. Listen, Anissa, I'm gonna tell you something. You're married to the former fucking president. Your feelings don't matter. Get your dick and tuck that motherfucker, put on them panties, and get your ass up here and sit with your goddamn husband. What happened to? She's a sore loser. What happened to when they go low, we go high?
Yeah.
What happened to that, Michelle? She gone. She's a liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. She lied about her dick. She lies about her life. She lies about her. She's a liar.
For you
as a first woman,
I'm tired of
she
them.
has responsibilities.
Yeah.
You go there. She likes it or not. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't give a fuck what's up your ass. I don't fuck what's up your vagina. You have responsibility to show the fuck up and show respect for the fallen president. For that, you're un-American. You should be hanged for that.
Oh my God, Nissa don't get it. He's no longer president. She is no longer first lady. Yet, listen, if the president dies, it is a custom. It is custom for the wife to show up. How Melania shows up, she don't show up. How does Hillary Clinton show up, and she does not show up? How does George Bush's wife, Laura Bush, show up? She don't show up. It always got to be the nigga bitch with a dick that don't want to come to the
now the thing is this. Barack Obama was not he was not what do they call it when you get convicted of some shit as being the president? Impeached, right?
Yeah.
Which means that he still holds the title of president. He's just not active. This is the thing. The man still has Secret Service. He still holds the title. We
all the benefits of a president.
Yeah, because he's still, of course, we would say former president or something like that. But once a president is always a president, unless he was impeached. Now, the thing is this. When Barack Obama dies, how that shit gonna look? How that shit gonna look? She better hope she gone before him. Because that shit gonna look fucked up.
I'm just saying, why it always got to be the black women that act like this? I mean, I hate to say it. God damn, Laura Bush sucked it up. Bush came in, he walked past Trump like he didn't fucking exist, but his wife was with him.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we talking about, man. Diplomacy.
Bill Clinton like a half-turned werewolf, but his wife was with him.
Yeah.
You know, and Michelle, I'm still on vacation. I'm on vacation. I'm not coming.
End of the day, I hate to say this, is the way you were raised. Doesn't matter black, green, orange, pink, or whatever, is the way you're raised. Her mother did a horrible fucking job raising her. Obviously, you saw that.
She didn't even like Barack Ghost of Sparta. She didn't like him. You know, in her book, just go read the book. She did not like this nigga. She didn't want to be with him. And she knew Barry was gay. I mean, Barry's ex-girlfriend got all type of old letters he wrote saying that he used to dream about sucking dick. So, you know. And so, I mean, come on. He adopted 2 daughters. She tucked her dick, and now they're happily ever after. I mean, it's some bullshit.
So I do have to say this, though. When it comes down to women, that's when they talking about men, I don't trust none of them. I don't give a fuck if they with him or not. If they saying some old fuck shit about that man, they're scorned. I don't trust them. I've never trust them.
Didn't Trump skip some? Yes, he skipped the inauguration of Joe Biden because he didn't concede to the presidency.
And then on top, wait, hold on. This is the thing. I'm not going to the inauguration of a motherfucker that sat back and said that I was in the middle of a motherfucking uprise to take over the damn Capitol. Fuck him and fuck everybody that was saying that shit. So this is my whole thing. A lot of people ain't understanding. This is why I get pissed off when I hear people say that, Donald Trump was they try to compare him to Adolf, right?
Yep.
And they try to say that this man is a dictator. Dictators don't get banned from social media. Where that come from? Where they do that at? In what country do you have the right to ban a dictator from social media?
Who, Anissa? Who are you talking to? Listen, Donald, let me tell you something. I'm so glad Donald Trump is off. It is way better to have Donald Trump in office than to have a black bitch in office who wants to cut the dick off your sons and sew up your daughter's pussies.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it unfiltered. We're just gonna keep.
You'll thank us later.
You'll think, and this is why women should not be in charge of anything. This is why biblically the Bible says that a woman should remain quiet and not speak, because when you motherfuckers speak, shit fall, kingdoms fall. Pussy has destroyed kingdoms, men's lives. Women have destroyed men's lives. Do you remember in the Bible, Arpain, when a woman went up to Nebuchadnezzar and told him, "I will give you my daughter if you bring me the head of John the Baptist. I will let you fuck my daughter."
I hate him.
The head of John the Baptist.
I hate him as much as I love my daughter, is what she said.
Yeah.
Damn.
You bring me the head of that motherfucker, you can fuck my daughter all night long. And she made the daughter dance for Nebuchadnezzar. She danced for him. Twerked for him. Right in front, had that naked ass in front of him. He said, "Oh shit, kill that nigga tomorrow."
Clap it.
They had the head of John the Baptist in 24 hours.
Clap it.
Anissa said, "And not one of you men up that has more money than Michelle." So
we don't. So
hold on. I don't know why we keep talking about how much money Michelle got. If I go punch Michelle in the chest, she gonna fall just like anybody else. Listen,
anybody else?
Yeah, that nigga. I don't know if she took estrogen or whatever because when she transitioned, but I will beat that nigga ass. And so my thing is, when push comes to shove, yeah, she got money, but what does she make money off of? A husband who did nothing for black people, who all he did was support the LGBTQAI plus your community, and all he did was support dick suckers and pussy and carpet munchers. That's it.
Yeah, that was it.
He did nothing for black people.
He said, when it came down to the niggas, he said, "I have nothing." Nothing
for you straight niggas.
If your wrist don't do like this,
one thing
if your wrist ain't big, we ain't passed no laws to pay your wrist.
So one thing she needs to understand, like, money doesn't pay everything. You can get respect or be a man. You can be a fake man, a piece of shit man with money.
Pseudo.
I'm sorry?
No, I said pseudo. You can be a pseudo man.
Yeah. But all this money shit, when you fucking have a heart attack and croak in a miserable death, that ain't gonna help save you one bit.
She said, "How about you raise your fucking kids the right way and nobody will be able to influence your children? Why don't you start there?" On this, I don't know if you're talking about me. All right.
I get what she was saying, Black Man. She was just saying, in general, how about people raise their kids so the kids don't get influenced by the world? That is a very moot argument, because guess what? We all get influenced by the world. Every one of us. Our kids, they come from us. But guess what our kids have to do? Get out there in the world. And guess what happens when they get out there in the world? They get influenced.
Yep.
They get influenced. They get in the water with us and they got to swim the way that we swim. If they start swimming a whole different way, they're bound to drizzle. You dig what I'm saying?
And my youngest daughter told me that. Right? She said, "Dad, because my two girls are on a trip, because they've been influenced by the schools I sent them to. I sent them to Christian schools, but a lot of Christian schools these days have ultra liberal leanings." And she said, "Yeah, Dad, you got all this stuff you're saying, but you still sent us into the schools with all this stuff out there." She was saying, "Listen." I said, "Well, I didn't say this to her." I said, "Shit, man, I should have homeschooled this girl." I should have.
I felt the same way, Payne. When I hear my youngest daughter, it'd be funny. She'd be loud and wrong. She'd be like, and all those liberal points that she be having, I just be listening to it. I just like,
yeah, man. But the point. But what I was like, the thing that got me the most is when they get older, the conversation absolutely changes.
Yes.
Absolutely. BMU, I don't know how your oldest, you got to say you have one in college, right?
Yeah.
Third year, right?
You can tell when the conversation changes. I mean, it just changes. They have their own mind. And so you have to explain your positions a little bit. And sometimes they challenge you. Sometimes they don't. They understand. And I told him I don't need you to agree. I just need you to understand what I'm
Just
talking
understand.
Yeah. Watch this.
Yep,
This says one thing y'all could have learned from Barack is how to be a man, how to be a husband, how to be a father. But y'all missed the fucking boat. But we'll see what Trump do for your black asses. Okay, I want to address this.
We already saw that.
If he did a good job as a father, his daughter would not be trying to change her name.
Ooh, damn.
Okay, so I need you to Google and get your information together before you start bringing this shit in here. His daughter is trying to change her name. She doesn't even want to carry the last name Obama anymore.
Was that the one that was on spring break that time, twerking and shaking her ass,
and smoking and drinking,
and smoking and shit? That's the one you talk about in this.
Oh yeah, that's the
try again, baby. I love you, girl.
Thing, though, everybody keeps talking about Trump. All of his children are accomplished.
Yes,
every single one of them. Every single one of them, they're accomplished, man. They're polished, they're accomplished. Man.
But she said Barack and Michelle are one of the most respected people across the world. I don't think any of your names will make that list. Neither will yours. However, I will say this:
this girl is swinging today.
Her name ain't gonna make it either. But listen, I remember my grandfather said something so profound. He said, "A person is not remembered by the rules that they follow, but they're remembered by the rules that they break."
Yes, absolutely.
So Martin Luther King will be more respected than Barack Obama because Martin Luther King stood for something. Obama stood only for people who carpet munched.
Yes. Listen,
and he had the House his first term and did nothing for African American people. Nothing.
Hold
on, I'm asking this a question. Anissa, put in the chat. Tell me 5 things that Barack Obama did for black people.
Oh, your children gay.
She going.
No. I'm gonna address everything she say. No, my children are not gay, but his is, and his wife has a dick. Secondly, my child don't have to be gay for the influence of other children who are gay to influence other children to be gay, right? Because we got kids at school right now with pink hair, and the boys are crying every day because their dicks are pulled so far back in their ass crack, they're hurting. Okay, so so it's the influence. That's like me saying right now to you, Anissa, because you say you don't want to do nothing, you don't want nothing to do with children, and so you shouldn't even be talking on this matter. You said you don't want nothing to do with children, you don't want your tax money going to children. Fuck them kids. That's what you said, Anissa.
God damn.
So Anissa, you ain't want nothing to do with the kids, so you shouldn't even say nothing about no kids at all. All right, because basically when you said your factory is shut down, you aren't having no kids. Okay, so my thing is, if you ain't got no kids, you shouldn't speak on no kids. But I know a fucked up situation when I see one because Michelle Obama always been a bitch. Even when she went and threw him under the bus and she didn't support him running for the presidency or nothing. She didn't support him when he ran for Senate. She didn't support him when he ran for president. But she got all the benefits from the shit, huh? Nobody would
know who she was.
Yeah,
she is, if it wasn't
nobody knew her until Barack Obama did the things she didn't want him to do. His success got her the platform to do what she's doing today because she didn't want that man to be successful at all.
Yeah.
So we want to.
So this is a quote from her right here. It's an article in People where it says, Michelle doesn't do anything because it's expected, or if it's protocol, or if it's tradition. And you got to let that sink in, because in those positions, that's pretty much what you have to do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's alive because that's what she was doing when she was first lady. Shit was expected, it was protocol, and it was tradition. And now she says because she got some beef that she doesn't want to follow anything, and she doesn't respect Barack Obama at all.
I ain't trying to hit it in this. I want to address who is this? BMU, don't you have a black wife, daughter, and mother? They are black bitches too. Are they black bitches too? You self-hating ninjas. Listen, no. But if they were black bitches, I would say it. I have a couple of aunts that are black bitches. And if my daughter was a black bitch, I'd say she's a black bitch too. See, the thing about me, between me and y'all, I don't have no I don't pull back on people. If they is what they is, I'm gonna tell them what they is. It is what it is. She's a whore. I'm gonna say she's a whore. Baby girl, you pregnant? By who? Did you get raped? You didn't. Oh, you're a whore. Because I told you what to do. So I don't mind telling the truth, Black and Proud, aka Black Hawk. Now, what you can do though, Black Hawk, you can turn your camera on and come up here and face me like a man, but you probably gonna act real feminine.
Oh, Black Hawk's a man?
I guess. Or Black Hawk, or he, them, they, or other. If you want to come up here, just come on up here. The link is in the chat, at the top of the chat. Come on up here, turn your camera on, and face me like a man. And we'll have the discussion. But until then, you know, all I can say on behalf of me and the other guys here, fuck you. Moving on. Let's see. That's what we got here. She said, "What you talking about, Barack and Michelle? Not me." No, I'm not. I am talking about Barack and Michelle. That's what I'm talking about, baby girl. Barack was, Barack had us fooled. But Nissa, you still didn't answer my question. I'm scrolling through here. I didn't see the question get answered. So let me ask it again because we probably got distracted a little bit. Barack and Michelle, I want you to tell me 5 things that Barack Obama did for Black people when he was in office. Don't answer. Now, the rules are, don't answer a question with a question. So don't ask me what anybody else has done. Anissa, yourself, since you're protecting these 2 young men, Barack and Michelle. So you're protecting these 2 young men. I want you to answer the question. When Barack Obama was in office and he had the House on his first term, what did he do for Black people? 5. Just give me 5.
Yeah, the House.
I think she's triggered, but it's okay because we want to get past it tonight. I love you, Anissa. Catelia, can you tell this to Anissa? Can you add Anissa in the chat and talk to Anissa? All right, can you keep Anissa going for me, Catelia, as we move forward in the show? Because Anissa, I'm gonna get Catelia, who is very educated in this matter, to continue the conversation with you because I think Catelia could really help you understand. She can educate you. So, Catelia, can you give me a thumbs up in the chat? Let me know that you can educate Anissa on the matter because I think there's a lot of pieces of her puzzle that she's missing. So, Catelia, could you do that for me? Thank you. You're so beautiful and lovely. You know I love you, and you are one of the best moderators this side of heaven. Thank you for being the moderator and taking care of the chat for me. But can you keep her going? Give me a 1 in the chat, and so let me know that you're going to take care of Anissa tonight because Anissa's drinking right now. She has a glass of wine. She's twirling on. And she said, "Motherfucker," real loud to the ceiling.
She's cursing and everything, man. It's funny, man.
Absolutely. So we love you, Anissa, but Catelia's going to educate you, baby. We're going to be
tonight. You Black, she said, "You Black men love talking."
She said, "You Black men in love." See, she's drunk. She can't spell. See, she all her sentences are. This I know she's drinking. She said, "You Black men in love." She could let Ian off. You Black men love talking about this gay stuff. It makes me wonder. Make you wonder what? Why Black heterosexual men are worried about the spread of this gay thing? Anissa, I didn't say you carpet munched. But if you are a heterosexual Black man in the world today, you have to have some type of fear when you look at the news and see 2 gay men who adopted 5 children and molested them terribly and horribly. Did you just see that? Or did you see Abercrombie and Fitch, who are billionaires and own the clothing company, who have been trafficking children since 2008, and they're a gay couple as well. So if we're not concerned about what the gay community is doing to our community and to our children, then we are less of men. We are not men at all if we're not concerned about it. What man do you know? See, the man that you want is the man that put on a bonnet, lay in the bed with you. He got a muumuu dress on. He tuck his dick. He look you in your eyes and have pillow talk with you until 3 o'clock in the morning. We ain't them niggas. Okay, we not them niggas. We them niggas who gonna call shit out when we see it. If you a gay ass nigga, stay on your lane, I stay in my lane. You go over there, I go over there. You come to my sons, I'll bust your fucking head. Or you gay niggas, keep your side, stay on your side of the track. We stay on our side of the track. Don't bring this shit over here. Don't try to influence us. If I can't go to the school and tell people how I put my woman legs behind her head and beat the pussy up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you niggas shouldn't be reading books about sucking dick and putting makeup on beards.
Jackpot.
Was that clear? Did y'all hear me? Did they go out clear? I want to make sure.
Crystal. Okay. Crystal. It was crystal.
I think I hear it nice and clear. It's pretty much you're saying.
Thank you, Ghost.
My sentiments exactly.
Yeah. If I can't go to the school and say, kids, it's story time. Last night I hit my wife from the back and I grabbed her hair and I stroked that pussy from the back. And now if I say that, the kids, they're gonna be like, oh, what? No. Now, but then y'all want to go to school and say Billy had a penis but did not want it. So Billy cut it off and threw it in the trash. Now Billy is who he wants to be. That's what you niggas want.
Billy is now Billie Jean.
Billie Jean is not your lover. She's just a girl. Okay? Thank you can tell you. I appreciate
but that kid is not my son.
That kid is not my son. She said the only reason why we know Malaya. Who's Malaya? That's the airline that crashed, wasn't it? Malaya? I don't know.
No, Malaya is Barack's daughter, Melania? Isn't it?
Oh no, she told Melania. She said Malaya is because her pussy is all over the internet. That's how you first met Melania. Well, if you go watch
Melania, okay.
Yeah, if you go watch some videos of Michelle Obama when she throws her leg up when she exercises with those kids, her dick print came out. So. I mean, before you do that, I'm telling you, you got to be very careful in this because you got to know, you know.
Melania is on code. That's all I can say. She's on code. You say what the fuck you want to say about her, but
and Melania's
she's on code.
I would love to see Michelle's. If there is one.
What up, Braxton?
I mean, if there is one. But guys, welcome to the show. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for being here. Make sure you support this channel tonight. We have the Cash App posted. Also, you can give a super chat. We'll play something really nice for you when you do either or. I'll call you out. I also have a Cash App here from my brother from another mother, Ghost of Sparta, man. Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate the Cash App. I definitely want to play something for you, man. I'm gonna give you Sugar Baby. Okay, here goes Sugar Baby.
Let's go with it.
They said big bag bitch, get to the bag. They said big bag bitch, you want a snack? Well, this big bag bitch, she got the stack. So put big bag bitch clothes on the rack. Ooh, on the macaroni, move and shake it for me. Ooh, we shaking and quaking. The brands are phony. Ooh, the brands are phony. Ooh, they need a Tony. They need an Emmy, Oscar, Grammy, cause the shit baloney. The way they be faking like they're making all the sizes. If you ain't got at least a 4X, you ain't trying. Ooh, so give it to us, baby. Give us a got. Give it to us when we step on the spot. Ooh,
Yeah.
Plus sizes.
Yeah,
big back.
She said big back. She said if you ain't got a 4X, you ain't trying. Shit, you heard her.
The girl, hey, the shit was the shit. I ain't gonna even lie. Her penmanship was on point right there, man.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, most definitely.
It was. Now we talk about these sassy niggas.
And
I have a video of a comedian talking about sassy niggas. Now there's a narrator in the video that I hate when niggas talk over the video. But I want y'all to listen to this real close. Okay, here we go.
There's a civil war going on between old black dudes and young black dudes. Old niggas hate us. Any older cousin, uncle, nigga named Darnell, they don't want nothing to do with us. I came home for Thanksgiving wearing pink socks. This nigga spit stuffing out. Why all y'all gay? Like, you just met my girlfriend.
Right, that's how we is now. Y'all pay attention. We gonna talk about this.
And it pisses me off that old niggas do that. Be like, why y'all act like that? Why y'all weird? Why y'all act like that? Why y'all weird? The government. The same way you acted weird when you were young. The FBI wanted to destroy black equity in our communities, so they wanted us to be detached from our families, so they made economic obstacles to prison system, flooded us with drugs, so subsequently it would lead to a generation of black men raised by their grandmas and their moms, just like me, creating a generation of sassy ass niggas.
Yes, sir.
Y'all agree?
No, hell no. Fuck him.
No, he's right.
Nah, he's not right.
No, he's talking about the general. I mean, if you
old niggas are mad at them because they sassy.
I mean, that part I don't agree with. But what he said at the end, I agree with.
No.
I mean, but go ahead, JT. I mean, say your piece first. I mean, because
the FBI, they target who they needed to target. This is the thing. When you put it in perspective, there's truth into it, but the way that he was saying it as a stand-up comedian, he was 100% disingenuous when it came down to it. So I looked at it as a joke. Now, when he's talking about sassy ass niggas and he say, "Oh, niggas, they hate us." No, we don't. We hate, just like with women, we hate the way which you're representing. We hate the way that you're acting. Your behavior is what we don't like. If we didn't give a fuck about you, we wouldn't say anything about you. It's crazy as fuck. And when I see my little younger generational cousins or nephews and shit like that acting like women, I'm remiss. Man, this is the craziest part about it. If I don't say anything about it, our pain. Okay. If I don't say anything about it, then it's you niggas never cared about us. Y'all didn't give us the game. When I say something about it, you niggas are crying, right? Y'all out here saying we can never be, and this is why I hate what this black representative that we have right now, these black representatives that we have right now. When they go against men that are trying to be the lines and on the loose leaf paper, we're trying to say, no, you're going too far outside of the line. Everybody, like my man, and shout out to my boy, Uncle Jeff. Everybody's coloring outside of the lines right now. And that shit is supposed to be okay.
JT, keep in mind, he did.
That comedian?
That comedian killed himself.
All right. I'm gonna have to do some research on him. Right.
I heard about that too.
So yeah. I don't, and this is the thing too, when it comes down to like these folks that try to come out here with these messages and stuff like that, I don't really have as much smoke for them as I have for the people to perpetuate the message. Like the dude that was in it. Yeah, right. I got more smoke for him and the thousands of those that sit back and say what that man was saying was right. It was definitely incorrect. Reason being is this. They have an opportunity to talk. They have an opportunity to talk to us. What do? They choose not to. They choose not to. So whatever happens to you, I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. This is my attitude right now. Whatever happens to you, it's supposed to happen to you then. Reason being is because I've hooked up with BMU. I've hooked up with brothers from the likings of DJ Hunt, from the likings of my man Izzy Bands, Angry Man. A lot of these guys who got me to start reading the Bible and the Quran. I ain't got to the Torah yet. But when I start looking at things that are for real, and I'm like, no, motherfuckers got to start listening to this, man, because there's a set of instructions in that doctrine that we have to start following. And when we don't follow it, there's a set of consequences in that same doctrine that tells us exactly where our fate is going to. I end it right there, man.
All right, so let me say this.
Before you do, Arpain, welcome Frank to the show tonight. Coach Fergus in the building tonight, man. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate
What's going on, brothers?
All right, go ahead, Arpain.
All right, listen, JT, one of the things that I got harder skin now that everybody blames shit on the old people, but that's not the point he was making. The point that it's irrefutable that our younger generation has been raised by their mothers and grandmothers that made them into sassy ass niggas. That's irrefutable. But here's the other part. The other part is that when you talk about when a person is the object of a discussion, you got to realize that person sees himself as how he acts as a personal attack on who he or she is. So even if you're only talking about the behavior, that's not how the people take it. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people identify who they are with how they act. And so, it has to be a real deep discussion for the person who's the object of this discussion to realize that you don't like the behavior because a piece of them says you don't like me because this is who I am. And so we have to be careful with that. And that's how I see it. So that's most people. Just like they say, men identify them with their ability to provide based on the jobs that they have. That's why when we lose a job, some of us feel, real low. We can't do anything else. So that's all I'm saying. So yeah, he has some things that were kind of conflated, but in the end, he left the punchline being, what do you expect? We are being raised by women, so we're going to pick up some of their traits, and that's irrefutable.
I can see that. And it was a joke too. And
yeah,
so I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, absolutely. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up, man? How y'all doing, man?
All right, now I want to.
What's good, bros?
What's going on? I want to move on. I want to go on from sassy niggas to old ass decrepit women who have said some crazy things and for entertainment purposes they have and went viral for it. And you guys have probably seen this because it's been around the world and and so I want to play this and y'all tell me what y'all think. It's funny or are we in trouble?
Recently divorced, 54, recently divorced from a 34-year marriage. My question is, how long should I wait before I
You waited long
start
enough.
to date?
You waited long enough.
Tonight, right now.
Okay, are there any takers in the house? Who's available?
Any takers?
Me?
This shit is crazy.
I'm single.
Take my number down.
Oh,
okay?
no. What's your number?
It's
All right.
346.
Hey, man. Hey, we got it. 346. Hey.
Wait, check out the back though.
Gotcha. Hey, we can go right now. We can go right now. Hey, we can go right now. Oh, he getting a number. What the? Baby, what the? Hold on, hey. Baby, what the? What the? We was locked in. I thought we was locked in. Hell no. Thank you for your question, all right.
Bye.
All right, listen.
Wait, Ace, to your point, you see what coming outside gets you?
Coming
You see what
outside.
coming outside gets you, ladies?
Or
I know she a fake doctor, but that's a pretty much.
No, black man. Listen. Listen.
That goddamn, what's her name?
No, that was
Bryant, Dr. Bryant?
No, she's not. She's not. Black man, understand.
I know
what
she's
I
a
tell
fake
you.
doctor. She's a fake doctor, but that's
it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that. Izzy did a show on her. Shout out to my man Izzy Bands. He did a show on her. And while he was doing the show in real time, I was giving him videos that I've seen, because I've seen her 9-10 years ago, bro. Right? When I showed him the videos that she was on, he was like, is that Bryant for real? Nigga, she looked like a boy. She ain't got that fucking makeup on. She looks like a boy. She does not look what people think she looks like. She's about as fake as that goddamn diploma that she ended up getting in that goddamn doctorate. Yes. And I told Izzy when I went on the show, yes, she does have a degree, a philosophy degree. However, to be a specialized doctor, guess what you got to do, black man?
What's that?
You got to take your ass back to school.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep.
You have to be certified in something. What is she a doctor in? Nothing. She has a philosophy degree in some shit, but she never says what the philosophy degree is. She just started naming a bunch of shit she went to school and she had a master's degree in and all this other bullshit. That motherfucker is flawed just like the rest of them. She does not need to be. Listen, this is my whole thing. I'm all about when it comes down to equal opportunity. I'm just not all about equal outcomes. Her opportunities were there. Her outcomes is some bullshit. Basketball wise or whatever the fuck she's out here promoting to get on one of those goddamn shows where they show all these goddamn women looking like puppets and muppets. That's what she's going to be on. Hey, more power to you.
What do you think about the video?
So in the video, this is the thing. That woman that came up.
They kitty fine too. Let me take her name.
She is desperate. She's desperate, and she has a whole bunch of goddamn emotions that's going. When it comes down to, first and foremost, ma'am, when you show somebody your ass, you're gonna have to clap that motherfucker or twerk it or something. This motherfucker turned around like she was getting an enema. She turned around like she was getting a motherfucking. She turned around like she was getting her prostate checked. And we already understand that she ain't got a prostate. That's how she's desperate. She was getting ready to give her whole phone number out, bro. This woman, I just got divorced. They're celebrating divorce now.
Love you, Sparta, man. Have a good night, brother.
My man. They're celebrating divorce now, black man.
Yeah.
Celebrating it.
Having parties and shit.
These motherfuckers is having parties and parties for the parties. When all in actuality, what they're trying to do is get somebody to validate their wrong decisions. That's all this shit is. That woman at one point, I can say she probably was a looker. She wasn't bad looking then. 54 years old. The way she is, some man would take her, right?
Hold on. Let me get the big screen for just a second. I want to make sure I say this out loud. Look in the camera. There are some fine ass 54-year-old women up out here.
Lord have mercy.
Whoa, hey, no, boss. Hey, I feel it. Listen, there's some fine ass fucking. Oh, I know one in particular. Oh, hey, double side. Okay,
yeah.
Get back to work.
But it's not about that. This is where it comes down to the point where you're trying to figure out what's happening with these women. And did she say how many years that she was married?
35.
30-something years old. 30-something years.
So this is the craziest part. When you've made milestones in your life and marriage, because you don't make stepping stones in your marriage, you make milestones in your marriage. And to sit back and say, I want to end 35 years of building something, you are a demolition crew. You are part of a fucking demolition crew. There's no fucking way that you can even explain to me how you end up ending a marriage that way. You can't tell me, well, he cheated. Bitch, he was cheating before y'all got married. He was cheating probably while y'all was married. This is the thing. What is it that you really wanted? It didn't have nothing to do with the man was cheating and all that shit, man. 35 years of marriage? Let me tell you what I know. A woman that's been in 35 years of a fucking marriage and her man cheated on her, and that was the first time that the man ever cheated on her, and she was at her wit's end, ain't nobody gonna know that motherfucker was divorced. They're gonna feel a certain way. She's 54 years old, which means she's 2 years older than me. I understand exactly what the fuck is going on right now. She thinks she's free. You've been in the motherfucking, you've been on the porch for 30-something years, and now you think you can jump off the porch? You see what she just did with that young man. That dude went there. All he gonna do is try to ruin that pussy. Then he gonna find out he can't ruin it because it's already ruined.
Oh my God.
He can't get wet, nigga. He's gonna find out this motherfucker, we gonna have to go over to Fredericks or what's them other places that we gotta go to. We gotta get some lube for this shit right here. Cause this is the thing. 35 years, let me tell you what she ain't gonna do. Be able to transition that fast. She ain't gonna be able to transition to a point where she can sit back and say, I want, you have to be able to transition into singleness. That shit ain't easy for these women after 54 fucking years. They're gonna be making more bad decisions at 54 than they was at 18.
Oh, I agree with that. I agree with you there. But ain't just
fuck out of here.
A woman to go get dick down. She wants to get dick down. I mean,
nigga, that dry ass pussy gonna get her ass knocked out. She gonna fuck around and find out this nigga is trying. He's trying his best to treat her like she's a young tender. And when he find out that she, for one, her knees is bad. For two, them legs can't go to her motherfucking ears anymore.
But JT, she understands what position she's in. She understands shit.
She was up under a man for 35 years. She don't understand a motherfucking thing. She don't go out there in the streets and get used up.
She understands that. That's why she's in. That's why she's where she's at right now.
I guarantee she don't.
But that's why she's.
I guarantee she don't.
That's why she.
Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you crazy?
Who understands what?
She's the one who turned around and put her ass out there.
Nigga, that ass don't look the same in them jeans as it does butt naked. That bitch look crippy.
You dim the fucking lights, man. You turn the lights out.
Man, I've seen many women butt ass fucking naked, nigga.
Have you been watching?
She understands where she is.
I didn't see what they're talking about. Who?
She got
play it again for Angry Man.
He's seen it before. He'll get the gist of it already because he's seen it already.
It's some 54-year-old women out there. It's some 54-year-old women out there finding a motherfucker. But
she ain't it.
But that ain't right there.
But she ain't bad looking. She's supposed to be with her husband.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here.
Yeah, 30 years of marriage.
Man, come on, dog. 3 decades and a half? Come on, bro.
You're right, JP. You're right. But, you know,
recently divorced, 54. Recently divorced from a 34-year marriage. My question is, how long should I wait before I
You waited long
start
enough.
to date?
You waited long enough. Today.
Tonight, right now.
Okay, are there any takers in the house? Who's available?
Any takers?
This shit is crazy. I'm single.
Take my number down.
Oh, no.
Okay?
What's your number?
It's
All right.
346.
Hey, man. Hey, we got it. 346. Hey.
Wait, check out the back though.
Hey, we can right now. We can go right now. Hey, we can go right now. Oh, he getting another. What the? Baby, what the? Hold on, hey. Baby, what the? We was locked in. I thought we was locked in. Hell no. Thank you for your question, all right.
Bye.
All right, listen.
Wait, Ace, to your point, you see what coming outside gets
It gets you nothing. That bitch, let me tell you something, bro. That motherfucker.
You know what she gonna get.
No,
Listen,
listen.
going in on that.
Listen, that motherfucker right there, what she's about to get is disappointment for the rest of her fuck. She gonna die in disappointment, my guy.
She know what she gonna get.
At the end of the no, she don't, bro. Trust me when I tell you, she don't know what she's about to get. This is the thing.
Those young boys are bringing.
When that bitch turned around and said, "Now check out the back." Nigga, she didn't twerk it, clap it. She didn't do nothing. She turned around like she was like Doctor. Yes, at a function. Like, look at it.
What did she say?
Nigga,
all I got to offer y'all is cheeks.
Bitch, you gotta know how to open that bitch up.
All she got to offer is
there's
the
a
cheeks.
reason why they say bust it open. There's a reason why they say bust it. That bitch can't bust it open. She got bad knees, man. Come on, man.
You know it ain't true because niggas will hit anything.
Exactly.
So she turned. You see, she turned around. A nigga came straight out of the audience and said, "Give me that number." Like it didn't matter if she twerked, none of that.
With a go fishing hat on too.
It don't matter. It's still a nigga to hit.
But listen to what he said at the beginning. She said 34-year marriage, divorce. How long should I wait? He said you waited long enough. Like our marriage was trash.
Yeah, that was
he said that they smashing these old ass women out here.
Yeah, he said that was whack, but yeah,
that was simp talk.
Yeah,
They be smashing these women. They know what it is. It's easy. They set them up in the mind and then get the number and later on in the hotel, them older women sliding through. She know what it is out here.
That
She's
nigga
not
about to take
oblivious to
He's
it.
gonna take her 401k and her pension.
Yeah, she
I
know that.
want to pause real quick. I want to welcome Anger Man to the show, Uncle Jeff to the show tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Anger Man, I have something I want to say to you directly. Okay, today I was notified that you and I was a part of a discussion from an effeminate content creator. And the words that were spoken about you and I were
Sharim?
The words that were spoken about you and I were it was direct like this. These women out here don't want ugly ass niggas, big niggas, because big niggas are not attracted to ugly ass niggas. Do you think people, this is what the person said, do you think people on here saying, look at Angry Man, that's a sexy nigga. Look at Black Men Unfiltered, that nigga fine. No, they're not saying about these ugly ass niggas, these content creators. This is what was said about us today. And I want to share that with you. As we talked about today, as we were on his top 5 list of the most unattractive content creators. So I wanted to
Niggas is weird.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that in here.
That nigga's clout chasing.
It's the real nigga.
If it's the nigga that I'm thinking about, he obviously still upset about getting his ass beat in that debate that me and him had.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still in his feelings.
I already know.
He's still in his feelings about me telling him he had a struggle channel. That's what it is, right? So number one, I would never be offended by a dude telling me I'm not attractive. I'm not supposed to.
How about that?
I'm not supposed to be
wearing a blouse.
And I especially ain't gonna be offended by a dude that admitted that in his mind there's nothing wrong with getting pegged if it's by a woman.
Word.
No, I don't believe you.
Yeah, he did.
He said that shit. Yes, he did.
That's disrespectful, Angry Man. I don't even believe you. I don't believe that. What you're trying to tell me is that a man who, okay, let's put these things aside, a man who arguably shops for blouses. We can always go, okay.
With buttons.
Like the neck. We know what the neck on a man should look like. Okay, a man who arguably shops for blouses. 2, has a female first name given to him by his mother that he did not change.
Mm-hmm.
He could have just left it at the second syllable. You're going to tell me that man right there said that it's okay for a woman to it's okay to take it in the cornhole from your lady if you're in love. That's what you're telling me.
Did he say that? He didn't say that shit. God damn.
I can't believe
he said that on Fight Club. And he told another gentleman that came to his channel and he just happened to have his shirt off that he was sexy.
Okay, yeah. If anybody knows what jizz tastes like, it's that guy.
Yeah.
Well, he also said one day that people were making him hot and bothered.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've never.
So here's my thing with that.
Jill, what you say, Jill?
I've well, let's see. Okay. I
would never.
Let me just make it about my. I'm gonna make it about myself. Then I'm gonna go get some tea. I'm gonna get out of the way. I was in Jordan and Abu Dhabi and Bahrain in 1997. It was 131 degrees one day, and the air conditioner was out. And like most straight, strong, healthy males, my balls were sticking to my leg, and I never said I was hot and bothered. It's just not a phrase of mine. Hot and bothered is. I don't know any straight man that's ever said hot and bothered in the same sentence. Don't bother me is hot. Yeah. Hot and bothered.
Well, my thing is, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to this whole thing, I don't think there's ever been a point in my life that I wanted to be on somebody's sexy list. I don't. I'm not a sexy flexy nigga. Like, so I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be cool to be on a handsome list, but I don't know about sexy. You feel what I'm saying? So the other thing is, it's funny, and you should feel this way too, BMU. The fact that we're living rent free in that nigga's head to the point where he thinks he has to do a show about, bruh, I couldn't even picture myself doing a most unattractive men on YouTube show.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, you got a list of attractive men. That's great.
I'm not even, you know what? I'm not even doing a top 10 list of most unattractive women on YouTube because I got class, right? So, you know, that's crazy. Now, getting to this lady.
Thank you.
That stood up there, right? First of all, there is a Jezebel whore spirit that is permeating every aspect of the Black community that needs to be exorcised, right?
Come on, man.
Because for her to stand up there talking about some, well, I'm 50 some years old, and I just, you know, up there looking like Beatrice and shit, looking like the great value Cora
with fibromyalgia.
Okay, I hate to interrupt you, angry man, but that's pronounced Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry.
So she's standing up there talking about she 50 some years old, just got out of a 30 some year marriage. How long should I wait until I start dating? Yo, you don't get to go up to bat again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you had 3 swings at it.
Yeah.
You don't. It's time for you to leave the dugout.
Yeah.
Go to the locker room and shower up because your game is over.
Take that jersey off.
Ain't nothing
She had mesothelioma.
Look, ain't nothing left for her now but Otis. That's it. That's all she get now is Otis. You feel me? And Otis ain't gonna be nothing but her friend. You feel what I'm saying? That comes over and fixes her car, you know, and he might get a little something for fixing the car, and then he going about his business. But she don't realize she's in the age bracket where men don't want to, if they're single in that age bracket, there's either one of two things going on. Either they're single because they never wanted to be married.
Come on, man.
Or they're single because they're no longer married. And what I notice about men that get in that age bracket, look, they done been to the show. They done been around the bend. They know all of the tricks. She's not going to find her another dude that's going to marry her. If she do, it's going to be at a discount. If she's not finding no top tier.
Okay. Damn, that nigga gonna have 3 Christmases left. That's all it is.
That's hilarious.
Look,
so what are your thoughts about the lady? Oh, go ahead.
And then she got the nerve to say, check out the back. And first of all, as old as you are, no, you did not turn around and show everybody your fanny, because that's not an ass at that age. It's not it's a fanny.
It's a fanny.
And look, this is why when what's my man's name? What is dude's name?
He a comedian?
The dude that be on that show.
Ace Metaphor.
No, not Ace Metaphor.
Trip.
No, the one he be having. He's been on my show before. He be having the card games. What's my name?
You talking about
Mr. Let Go.
Mr. Let Go.
Mr. Let Go. That's why when Mr. Let Go asked me would I like to be on that show, I was like, no, because there's no way I'd have been able to sit up there. And she did that. Because I would have been the first one to say, and the crowd would have been mad at me. I know all of them.
Hell yeah.
Because I would have said, ma'am, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, bro.
Somebody said, Hey, Angry Man, somebody did say no. They were saying no. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was.
It was the dude at the beginning. Watch this. I'm gonna play it. Listen to the beginning.
54, recently divorced from a 34-year marriage. My question is, how long should I wait before I
You waited long
start
enough.
to date?
You waited long enough. Today.
Tonight, right now.
Okay, are there any takers in the house? Who's available?
Any takers?
Yeah.
Let him speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do they have such a desire to be hoes?
We got to talk about that shit, man. We got to unpack that shit.
She wants to do that. That's what she wants. She's asking for it. She wants that young D to come through and knock her down.
Any dude, look, check this out, and this only happens in the black community with young dudes coming doing that goofy shit. Because any dude worth his salt, even at her age, is gonna pick a younger, prettier model. Ain't nobody do. And look, here's the thing, bro. And look, my man shaking his head. Here's the thing, bro. Let me explain something to you, fam. Okay. Like BMU said, yes, there are some women in that age bracket that look
fine.
That look good. But here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. You ever see that guy? You ever see that guy that has a mint condition 1985 Mercedes Benz? Right?
Okay.
Okay. It looks nice for the era it comes from.
Yeah.
But it's still a 1985.
It looks 85.
It's still a 80. It's still in that bracket, bro. So you not gonna pull up as no grown man and flex with that car unless you go into a classic show.
Okay, let's I'm going to be the resident. I'm going to be the resident.
You ain't gonna put that bitch up against no muscle cars, nigga. That ain't got to happen.
I'm going to be the resident expert on cars here, and to co-sign what Angry Man's saying, it's not just an 85 Mercedes. It's an 85 300D. Okay, that's the diesel 4-door. It's not the sexy. It ain't the F560 SEC.
Come on,
it's not the 250C.
Come on, man.
It ain't none of that. It's the car. It's the car your professor bought. It's the car. It's the the English professor that hits on the girls. Come on, man. That's his car. So it wasn't dope. If you take a good look at her, she wasn't the shit in 85. That's my point.
Come on, Jeff.
So and this is not to diss the woman's looks, but when you put yourself, that's like who's an old football player? That's Lawrence Taylor.
He ain't fucking with her.
That's like Lawrence Taylor showing up to the combine. Nigga, for what?
Fucking shit, no, Jeff. He in there talking shit like he about to get busy.
But look, here's the thing. And I done said this so many times on my show, and I get flack for it, but I got to say it again. Okay, ain't nobody looking for no old biscuits, fam. Nah. We looking. Dudes is looking for fresh buns that's fresh out the oven, not no old hard biscuits.
I gotta push back on that.
It's been sitting
I gotta push back on that.
It's sitting under the heat lamp for days. No.
I gotta push back.
She always chilly. She always chilly. She ain't cold. She chilly.
I gotta disagree. Angry Man. It's kind of the inverse of this. I always tell these sisters, all them low frequency, you ain't fat, you just thick ass niggas. Yeah. That thick you all the way to dialysis will not be there to wheel you into dialysis. There is a dude. He behind bars right now.
Come on, man.
He tired of staying in his mama's basement right now.
Mm-hmm.
There is a low frequency dude that number one likes that you ain't fat, you just thick, likes you looking like busted biscuits in your lingerie. Like if you was in the lingerie, you'd be in the Special Lingerie Olympics. He that's his look. He liked that. He likes the fact that you are substandard so that he gets to remain substandard.
Come on.
Yeah, but see, that's my point.
Facts.
But that's my point. The guy, look, everybody has seen that guy that will eat old biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I know him.
You know the guy that picks up the old biscuit that's been sitting there forever? And
I know that nigga.
You want to put some butter on that? You want me to put...
No.
You want me to put it in the microwave so I can hear it? No, I eat it just like this.
I'm good.
You don't want that nigga. That nigga right there that's eating them old biscuits, that Negro will eat a half-eaten sandwich out of the garbage can.
I was about to say.
And that's because that nigga still paying her own restitution.
Her soulmate is behind the Popeyes that just closed right now.
And it cut it. And they trying to get the fuck up out of there.
She left her soulmate for the street. She know exactly what she's going to do. She's going to smash as much as she can before she realizes that real clock is over with.
Look, Sharonda said every pot has a lid. That is incorrect, man.
Very incorrect.
It's incorrect, man. There's a whole lot of people out here that got pots. They don't know where the hell the lid is.
Nigga, I'm one of them.
How are you getting lost? How is that even possible?
I've been trying to find a lid to this motherfucker for the longest.
Gentlemen.
I got a Dutch oven. I don't even use pots no more.
I got to push back again. Every pot does have a lid. Here's the problem. Is that I don't know if y'all got them out there, but some women refuse to believe that their pots weren't bought at Macy's. They refuse. Yes, if your pot come from come on. If your pot come from Big Lots, you absolutely what it is you don't want a Big Lots lid. You don't want a Big Lots lid.
You want a Macy's lid.
You think, come on. You refuse to believe
the glass lid with the little hole in it
with the screw that's a different metal than the washer. So in a year it starts to rust and put rust in your food.
Come on, boy. Come on with it.
That's your lid.
That's your lid right there.
Okay.
The one that doesn't seal properly.
There you go. That, come on, angry man. You know that
lopsided this shit is on there.
You know that plastic ware that you put in the refrigerator that broke niggas like to call Tupperware, but it ain't.
It's not.
That from the Chinese restaurant. You know the plastic shit from the Chinese restaurant.
Hey, come on up, man. The link is something.
It's the niggas that's watching this right now that got that wash that out and keep it and dry it.
Come on, man.
Hey, Hink, you talking about the ones that get the spaghetti stains in it when you put
right. I don't care how much bleach you put in that bitch. You can mix it with ammonia, and the shit still ain't gonna come out. It won't come out. It's part of the family now. It's part of the family.
It's not coming out.
Hey, Hink said Big Lot shoppers matter. Apparently they don't because they shutting them down.
They said, "Fuck this, ain't nobody coming." Shut it down.
Well, yeah, they shut ours down.
Now, Uncle Jeff, I have something that I wanted to show you as well.
Oh God, please, not the nasty chair.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you
the nasty chair.
I want you to
you know what I'm talking about, Anchor Man? The nasty chair, the girl that
know what you're talking about. And just for the record, if that ain't if that ain't the nasty chair, it is now.
Bruh. Every time she get up and leave the room, the cat get up in that chair and smell it.
Hey Jeff, Jeff. No, I gotta say, Angry Man Jeff, the young Jeff and the young Angry Man, the young JT would have recklessly.
Hey, you want to hear something hilarious? I was freaking working at this auto shop, right? I was working as a mechanic at this auto shop. And there's this young white boy that worked with us, right? This chick pulled up, this blonde, right? Pretty blonde, right? She pulled up and you know how they pull up and they hop out of the car and get the keys to the mechanic so they can go in the thing.
Yeah.
He looked at me, he said, I'm definitely smelling that seat.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Bro, I was drinking the soda. I spit the whole soda out.
That's hilarious.
Now, this is for you, Jeff, because I know that I want you to respond to this first. I'm going to play it, and then everybody's going to respond, but I want you to go first after the video's over. Here we go.
Difference between the snow bunny and the African queen is the snow bunny will find a black man in progress. She will find him on the job. She will find him on the university. And that snow bunny will see a black man with potential and she will invest in him. She will help him level up. And then when the sister see him 5 years ago, 5 years later, he's a millionaire. And the sister say, look at that sellout. He went and got a white girl. But guess what? When he was looking for a sister to help him level up, to invest in him, none of them wanted it. You know why? Too many black women want a finished product. Black women have to, stay with me. Black women have to stop expecting men to be a finished product. It's harder on us. Help him level up. Stay with me. Help him level up and become what you need him to be. Because the big reason why these snow bunnies are running off with black men is they're meeting them when they have nothing, but they believe in their vision. And black women are waiting for him to cross the finish line. And by the time he crosses the finish line, the snow bunny done snatched him already.
The snow bunny is a master hunter.
How about that? How about that?
Is a master hunter. You hear me? There is no level that they will not drop to
at all, nigga.
No level.
The first thing they conquered was how to suck a dick. Shit, that was.
Did y'all see Saquon with that basic? Did y'all see
black woman?
Did y'all see Saquon with his girl, with his wife?
Yeah.
Saquon.
Well, here's
at Home Depot.
Here's what she's been taught to do. She's been taught to spot and recognize potential by the ilk that gave them the chance in the first place. Okay, here's what happens to Saquon to when you as a black man marry a white woman. When you die, where does that money go? It goes back.
Yeah,
it goes back. It goes back. So and it's not. It's let's get these brothers out the way. Let's. I love taking care of the excuses. Absolutely, yes. There are brothers who you have found that had a lot of potential, was down on his luck. Soon as he got on his feet, he left you for a white girl. Those dudes exist. Okay, let's just say that's 99% of them. We're talking about the 1% right now. Can we ever talk about the people we want to talk about? We're talking about the dude that is Dennis Rodman, that y'all was treating like a wet food stamp, and you know it. You know it. When you see him happy, you got to let that go. But the only way for you to do that is to do something that you ain't used to doing in the first place, which is being honest with yourself.
Yeah.
You'd have to be, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna land the plane, I'm gonna go get me some tea and come right back. You'd have to be honest with yourself about whether you would or wouldn't have given that brother a chance. Because I see a lot of brothers that are in interracial relationships that I'm looking at, that I go, I know how sisters treated you when you was 10.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I don't have to understand it. Okay. I mean, myself, I'll be 60 in May. This is the ugliest I've ever been. I don't
You
know.
uglier than a motherfucker right now.
Okay. and thank you.
You don't fucking
But
with
I
you,
will
Jeff.
no, but I will take that. I will take that response over not being on a sexy list. I'll take that. I'll take that.
You don't want me to sit there and talking about, man, I love the bald head that you got right there. You'd rather have me to say you're an ugly motherfucker.
Don't even come up with a scenario where you pretend to talk like that. Don't do it.
Said, "Oh yeah, let's leave Jeff on."
So yeah. In closing, in closing,
yeah.
No one. This is the generic covering of that. Black women in America have absolutely valid concerns and complaints that no one gives a fiddler's fuck about because they won't step away from the horribles. So no one cares that you're right.
Mm-hmm.
No one cares. So this feeling you have for brothers who ride with you till they get where they're going, and you never talk about, here's something else you never talk about. How uncomfortable was that ride? Okay. How many times did you throw up in his face he was using your car?
Mm-hmm.
How you got across the finish line, but you came across with your arms folded and your mouth out. So yeah, what did the trip look like? Yeah, I'll say that and then I'll leave it there. I'm done.
For sure.
Yeah, that whole thing about being ugly. See, some dudes don't understand women, right? Mm-hmm. So outside of my aesthetics, you feel what I'm saying? Because we ain't even got to talk about aesthetics. I ain't never been ugly. You know why? Because I always kept some fresh gear.
Mm-hmm.
Always kept some shiny shit on. Always had a chain. Always had me a nice little car I could clean up. You feel me? And I always was trying to get to the paper. You feel me? When you do shit like that, you're never ugly.
You gotta be able to pume.
It's attractive, no doubt. They like that.
Yeah. And look, here's the thing about the white girl too. This is how cold the white girl is with her hunting skills, right? White girl didn't have an ass till she needed one.
Yeah. She said that's the last of it right there. Oh, that's her. Bitch, y'all been trying to compete with us.
I ain't never seen as many white women
with ass.
When in the 90s, white women didn't have no ass, bro.
Boy.
Yeah. Well, let's
they built like shit.
Let's explore that.
Even the way they dance they had the pelvic thrust dance.
Yep.
Right.
That shit was crazy to the motherfucker. That pelvic thrust. They thought it was sexy. We was like, no, that shit is fucked up.
No, we just want some. You're not turning the song.
Yeah,
no,
you're not turning me on.
Now, if evolution is to be believed, then it could be said, it could be argued that because her species is dying, she is evolving to be more attractive to the strongest species on Earth.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They're saying it now.
Definitely.
They're saying it now.
Look, you know what's crazy? I be looking on social media and I be seeing white chicks, and here's the thing, they don't even look the way white chicks used to look.
Not
like
at all.
Facially. Like you be looking at them, you be like, mix this up, like
they got lips now.
Why she got so many wrinkles in her forehead? It's what the fuck? They even walk. They don't even They don't dance the same. They don't walk the same. They don't. Remember when the sister used to have this little walk, and it was just a nasty ass motherfucking walk they had. We used to be like, God damn. And then they stop. And then they plant their legs, and them motherfuckers just go back like they was bow-legged.
Yeah.
Remember that walk they used to have, and then they stop and Pop. Even if their legs wasn't bow-legged, they'll make their legs bow-legged.
Yeah.
Nigga, white girls studied their ass so much and was like, all right, we know where our competition is right now.
Oh, they definitely evolving, bro.
Oh, no doubt.
They don't be looking like when I was young, white girls didn't look the way they look now.
Not at all, bro.
They look drastic.
Here's another thing, right? How come white girls don't have a communication problem with the brothers? They don't have that communication, the so-called communication.
So you know why? I can tell you exactly why. The reason why the white woman don't got a communication with the brothers is because they got something in common. They both putting up with the same bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, they both putting up with the same bullshit because I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. Black women are the other side of the coin to white men.
Yes. Yeah.
They both can get a job wherever they want, right? They both think the world owe them something, and they both can fuck a nigga up and get away with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I learned that shit being in the military. I had to smack the shit out of a couple of white dudes. Never had to do that shit when I was in Detroit. You know why? Because I've never been around a whole bunch of them. They always been the minority.
Yeah.
And then when I started to be the minority, I was like, oh, this is how these niggas get down. Now, Jeff and anybody else that's been in the motherfucking military, they'll tell you right now, these white boys, they don't play fair.
No.
I had to threaten motherfuckers, dog. Because they do, you go to a new unit or something like that and they haze you and shit like that. Nigga ain't got nothing, punch me a couple times, put the 100 miles an hour tape on me, throw water on me, whatever. But when these niggas start putting their nuts in your motherfucking mouth while you sleep.
Oh, that white boy shit.
White boy shit. Listen.
Pause.
Nigga, when I used to tell you, I used to give them safety briefings as soon as I come in the unit. Let me tell you something right now. I ain't with the bullshit. First time you motherfuckers come out there, I'm whooping everybody's ass. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm beating everybody's motherfucking ass. And it's going to take probably about 2 or 3 weeks for me to get it. Get your motherfucking ass. Dog, these motherfuckers play games. Brothers don't play games like that. These niggas playing games, man, that was so
I wake up, your nuts going across my face, I'm gonna kill
you
him.
have to literally say, I ain't with that bullshit, dog. I swear to God, I ain't with it. And they'll still be like, ha ha, you, and they'll do their whole hookup. You be like, all right, nigga. After that, I'm cleaning the house.
Well, see, I got a theory. I got a theory about this, right? When it comes to why brothers and white chicks can get along, right? I feel like coming out of slavery, the black woman tried so desperately to acclimate herself to white men that they started taking on some of their traits. Because if you notice, the brother will be in a relationship with a black woman and she'll try to dominate the relationship the way a white dude tries to dominate his relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I mean, we could look at it from the standpoint of back then, if the women viewed them as the stronger men because we were enslaved, of course they're going to try to acclimate themselves to them. You feel what I'm saying? And I think they never got over that. I think they never got over that. And the reason why I think they never got over that is because they're still trying to acclimate themselves to them just with their hair. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why is it the brothers stopped putting the conch in their hair and started wearing their natural hair and rocking that, but the women are still doing that same goofy shit with their hair?
You know what? What is it? Mediocre Tutorial did a motherfucking thing. I was watching it today with not Jenny Jones. What's the other one? Ricky Lake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some shit that was in 93.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, it's the same arguments they have today. He had one broad that did the same thing that they're doing right now. She had the eyebrows where she cut all her eyebrows off, and she drew some fucking eyebrows on.
Mm-hmm.
The whole homosexuality shit that these bras was on, 93.
Yeah.
They were on. The hate that women have for each other. The title of the show was the fat woman got more men than the skinny women. Nigga, do you understand that show wasn't even about that? The little skinny bitch was sitting there mad at her friend, which, by the way, wasn't that goddamn big according to how we look at women now. Like, she was fat then in 93, but that's normal in 2025. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the skinny bitch started saying some old slick ass shit about her friend. She was like, I can't get all the guys. You know, she get the dudes. But then she said the reason why she get the dudes because she's supposed to be with a boyfriend and she out here giving other niggas her number. Her friend was like, all right, bitch, if we doing that, then her friend in return was like, all right, bitch, this is the reason why you can't get a man because your attitude is fucked up. It went to a whole different ball game, bro. I said, that's that fake ass sisterhood that was then 93. That fake ass, they didn't like each other then, and they don't like each other right now.
Yep.
Well, how can they like each other when they don't like themselves?
Come on, man.
How can they like each other when they don't even like what they don't look? When they look in the mirror, they don't like themselves. And I'm not talking about aesthetically. I'm talking about it's this psychological shit that comes from slavery and comes from Jim Crow and all the prejudice that happened. They do not believe that they are sufficient. You feel me? Because they still run around here complaining about white women are the standard of beauty. And I'm sitting there scratching my head like, if white women are the standard of beauty, then why are they out there trying to get a tan to be darker? If white women the standard of beauty, why they want their butt to be bigger? If white women the standard of beauty, why they want their lips to be bigger? Like they're so stuck. They're so stuck in their inferiority complex. They haven't even recognized that the white women are trying to look like them.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, they're not the standard of beauty. They was at one point as far as America goes, but that shit changed.
Okay. Black man.
I gotta say something.
Let me say one more thing before you say something, Frank. If you seen the video and you looked at because there was a lot of black women that was in that audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something, man. I was just like, I remember the days. They all still look like them, though. You didn't see wasn't nobody looking like a motherfucking Muppet other than that big ass broad that was sitting there with the drawn on eyebrows. But for the most part, those goddamn women all look like themselves. Remember the asymmetric hairdos, the motherfucker. Nigga, I was like, damn, those the days. They were looking like themselves. There was nobody with big ass motherfucking muffins in the back like they was hiding goddamn potatoes in their ass and shit like that. It was just regular ass women that was there. But the ideology, dog, was still, I said, that's where that shit came from. This was 1993. And they were talking the same way that they're talking now. It just looks like a Muppet show now. That's what it looks like. That shit was crazy to me. Go ahead, Frank.
Nah, I just wanted to address what Angry Man said, man. I think you're right. You got a valid point, but I don't think holistically you're right about that. I think because I met Asian, I met Asian women, and all they talk about is white. Oh, we seen how the white women do this and the white women do that, and so that's what we want to do, and that's how we positioned ourselves in life. We see literally coming from women of different cultures. When we looked at America, we looked at white women. Now, white women here, they may look at black women and I think a lot of different cultures and races look at black women and they see the beauty that we see. But when you talk about weight, when you talk about hair, and all these type of things like that, people from other cultures, they see white women as the standard of beauty.
I'm not talking about other cultures. I'm talking other people don't determine our culture. We determine.
That's you. Okay.
We determine our culture in America. So in America, all I see is white women singing Glorilla songs. All I see is white women.
I mean, but it's been that way.
It never been. It wasn't that way, bro.
Hold on. What? So have the biggest consumers of rap and hip hop music not been white people for a long time?
Dog, do you understand how old rap is?
Yes, I. That's what is. I don't know. I don't know if that has anything.
Listen,
I don't know if that has anything to. I don't know if that has anything.
I don't need.
I just said.
Hold on. Check this out. Okay. Look. Around the time when Alanis Morissette came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't no white women quoting Little Kim. There wasn't no white women quoting.
It wasn't a thing.
Rap lyrics. That wasn't their thing. Back then, a white girl was a white girl. Nowadays, white girls are carbon copies of black women.
I mean, I guess because I'm from the hood, I've seen some different shit. Like every white girl in the hood act black.
No, so
every white girl
the ones we want.
I know that.
What you're saying is, let me tell you what the taboo is. Black men don't fuck with white girls that act like black women.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.
Hey, you
don't do that.
Right now.
We don't marry.
Well, no, guys.
No. Listen what I'm saying. I got you, Jeff.
I'll be back.
Okay.
This is the thing.
I don't think so.
And I'm from Detroit, which is only across the fucking river of Canada. The east side of Detroit is full of white girls. You know where they come from? Fucking Canada. They runaways from Canada. We don't fuck with them. Strags. That's where the name Strag actually came from the D. We like them from fucking Strags. We understood exactly what that shit was. Anytime we fuck with girls from other cities that was sitting back and they was trying to talk like us and shit like that, we wasn't fucking with them like that, homie. They don't count. Those don't count. The white girls that act like white girls was what actually counted.
There you go.
Guess what though? You talking about women of other cultures, right? You talking about Asian women, and when they're on the outside looking in, they're gonna look to white women.
It look cool.
But when they come here and live here, they don't be copying the white women. They be copying black women.
Yes.
They be acting like sisters, like the Asian chicks, the Latin chicks, all of them. They be acclimating themselves to that because culturally in America, things have shifted to where everybody's trying to mimic the niggas.
You know what's the fuck up thing, a black man, angry man? You know what's the really fucked up thing? We already be getting on our sisters about wearing wigs and weave, right?
Yeah.
You know what's really fucked up is when you see a motherfucking white bitch wearing a wig or a fucking weave. That shit right there, you like, bitch, what?
Why?
How this happen? Yeah, they got fucking weave. They got the nails and the weave, and they try to talk with all this fucking lingo. That's what motherfucking men that got that's worth they salt would never fuck with them type of women. I've already got to the point where I was like, listen, if you got alopecia and all that shit, ain't nobody talk about you. You excluded from the conversation. But when you have your own head and hair, and you put some other, you mat that shit down, you braid it down, put some motherfucking, what they call that motherfucking mesh? They put a fucking mesh. The shit that you put over motherfuckers getting skin grafts. You put that shit on your fucking head, and then from there, you would sit back and put somebody else's follicles or some goddamn plastic shit on top of your hair and say that is better than what you have on top of your head. We have a problem with that.
With white women. That's not an epidemic with white women.
No. I'm talking about black women. Now, let me get to the white women. Bitch, what you doing it for?
And look, here's the other thing.
For the most part.
Get your ass out of here.
Here's the other thing too, because I want to drive this point home, right? because I don't know your age bracket, Frank, but in the you 40, okay, so you in the same age range. Look, here's the thing I noticed back in the day. It was so uncommon for a white chick to act black in the 90s.
Yeah.
If we saw a white girl acting black, we were amazed. Like, especially if she could pull it off, right? Because white women, when they start acting black, they got this goofy accent that they try to make themselves sound black, like the one Catch Me Outside girl, right?
Yeah, that was acting like a motherfucker.
That goofy accent, right? But nowadays, you got white chicks that the only way you know they white is if you looking at them.
After you seen them, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They got it down. I'm talking about, and while we joking about it, I could show you some videos from TikTok of Asian chicks. The only way you would know they Asian if you was looking at them, because they sound black.
Yeah.
I saw this one Asian content. I think she's a content creator. Yeah, she sounds just like a sister, man.
Hey, man,
yeah, I'm
listen.
from the hood, man. You know, I sound like this. You know, I'm
No,
not trying to.
This is crazy.
When they from the hood, it's just that it's just like the white dude from the hood. The white dude from the hood that we're all
what hood?
Like, you're from. What do you mean?
You can't be in Detroit sounding like you from New York. That's we already know your shit. I'm just saying that's what ended up happening with motherfuckers that be faking it. That's all I'm saying.
And when there was a white flight, there was always a family or two of whites that stayed behind. And their kids were acclimated with the brothers from the neighborhood. Even
No, we got it. I got it, bro. I have an adopted cousin. The nigga name is Lamont. His name is Lamont. The motherfucker is that nigga. When you hear him talk, you like that nigga black.
That's what I'm.
When you see him, you be like, "Oh shit, my bad, bro." That was how, because he was from the age of 3. That's all he knew. And he was around was black folks. We ain't talking about them. We talk about the ones that's faking it.
That's what I was.
We got motherfuckers that fuck with us that literally was raised around us. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
That's the point I'm making, Frank. I'm not talking about the ones that came up around us. I'm talking about the white girl that lives in a suburban white neighborhood.
Right.
All she do is watch black movies, listening to black music. And she's got it down pat. She's like the Nunu from ATL. You feel me? She's able to fake it, and it comes off somewhat authentic, except for the fact that you can look at her and tell she a white girl.
No, I fucks with that. That's cool. I fucks with that.
And I'm telling you, it's the weirdest look. I'm gonna tell you how far back it go. You remember when A$AP Rocky came out with his first album, right?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't that long ago, right? He got this one video where he got a white chick on the video and she got gold teeth in her mouth, and A$AP is rapping, but she's, lip syncing words.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there like, I'm amazed at this shit, bruh. Like, what the hell? Where did he find this white girl at? You feel what I'm saying? So it's weird to watch now, because it's a lot of changes that have happened in the world that coming up in the 80s, when I was a kid in the 80s, just did not exist. Like, I didn't, in the 80s, you couldn't walk through a grocery store and hear Sade playing on the damn on the sound system.
Right.
You feel me? But nowadays it's a whole different story. Like,
there's actually a musical reason for that. When you get in the 80s, Sade was too hot for the grocery store. The grocery store, the people who listened to Sade back in the 80s didn't spend much time in the grocery store.
Word.
What you watching is this is and I'm not gonna go down this road. I'm just gonna mention. I ain't gonna even mention his name. There's a certain rapper that I have accused of chasing the radio. Well, I don't want to go down that road, but as you move up, that's how you hearing like when I turn on KEarth 101 out here and I hear the oldies, I'm like, wait a minute, that's my music. But if you look around, gentlemen, with the exception of Brother Frank, I want you to start paying attention. Everywhere you go, you the oldest dude. You the oldest dude. So, and I don't want to derail the conversation. I just felt that let me parenthetically throw in that's why you didn't hear Sade, because she was distracting the buying demographic of the time. What you hear, that's basically what entertainment is for. It's for distraction, and you get paid by the number of people you can distract. There is a distraction demographic that's not quite sure what they want to do with their money. That's the main demographic that society is after. So that's why the music jumps around. Okay,
but
back on the white
Hold
brush.
on,
You know what?
because somebody sent me a message that said that we, as men here, we hate black women.
Okay, that's why
and I want to set this up because I just Googled this and I clipped it and I want to put it on the screen to show you guys that statistically speaking, where you are as women, it's not that we hate black women. It's the fact that you guys take that.
Somebody sent you that
because we're telling the truth. So I'm gonna put this on the screen. Here we go.
Okay.
Now, can somebody read that for me? Matter of fact, I'll read it. What is the least desirable race to date for men? Black women and Asian men are ranked as the least desired in dating. This has led some online dating websites to change their algorithms to focus less on individual appearances and demographics and more on individual hobbies and mutual interests.
Wow.
Well, you're the least desired to even date.
For different reasons, though, BMU.
Here's the thing.
I agree.
Here's the thing, BMU. And I appreciate you doing that for them. I've heard that so much being in these spaces that now it's like white noise. I don't even hear it anymore. And the reason why, like the moment, like if somebody come to my chat room and say that, I don't even pay attention to it. And the reason why is because I understand the fact that unless you are agreeing with and kissing a black woman's ass, it means you hate her.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why, and that's the reason whoever that is that said that, that's the reason why y'all can't improve. Because you can't take constructive criticism. You think that every single person that criticizes you is wrong. And it's the result of growing up in our culture where can't nobody tell you shit. That's why you can't improve. You feel me? A white dude can sit down at the table with his woman, and if he noticed she's starting to gain weight, he can look her straight in the face and say, hey, I think you need to order salad. You need to order salad. Black man can't do that.
And she'll order the salad.
And she'll order the salad. Black man can't do that. Black man can't tell his woman, hey, I think you need to lose some weight. Because if he does, that means he hates her. It's goofy. It's real goofy. And what's funny is, what's amazing is black women, if we judged you by the same metric, your hate for us would trump our supposed hate for you by 100.
Of course. No doubt about it.
Now, I want to play this real quick for you guys. And then I got one last one, but let's listen to this real quick. No, I'll play this one first.
These holy women will talk to me. Because some of y'all be in here trying to drop dime on men because they hitting on you. They going into your DM and all of that. It's because of the way you dress and promote yourself. I get tired of y'all trying to snitch on men when you dressing to get that attention anyhow. You may not be getting it from who you dressing for. But all of us that are real men, we gonna look. All of us. Yeah, even your husbands, all of us. How can you try to remake what a man is? You better not look at her. You ain't my mother, you my wife. Don't you ever talk to me like you my mama. Any real man who can be bossed by a woman ain't a man at all, and I'ma move forward. We are created to respect you, to revere you, to admire you. You are never created to usurp authority. That's not the Bible. And you're never created to make your headship look wrong in public.
Hey, look, you better stop playing that before I get to shouting over here.
He said some real shit right
Man.
there, boy.
When
That
you
was
have
some-
real
that was a
pastors like
bar.
that that's talking real shit, bro, like that, he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. What man is not going to look and what woman going to boss a man around for actually being a man? He being a man.
Man, look, you got chicks online in onesies with that big old booty shaking. And then if it's 10,000 dudes in her DM, she'd be like, I can't believe these thirsty dudes is in my DM. You was thirsty when you was shaking that booty.
Okay,
Making it clap.
I think we need to take the gas out of the word thirsty. That's the problem. That's
So, Jim, what are your thoughts on the video?
Okay, one, I don't think it's I don't think it's fair of us to absolutely logically compare them to us right now. I don't think it's fair, and I'll tell you why. And I don't think it's necessary, because again, brothers, Isaiah 4 is here. It's here. It's here. So you can say what you like, and I really want to address the whole thing. There you go. There. I think I have enough here. I'm going to change my my background, and then I'm gonna get out the way so y'all can see it, because we need to deal with the we hate you. I want to deal with that directly with a few photos. I'm gonna put the photos behind me because I dropped down. I can't hit stop camera. And forgive me for rambling, gentlemen. I'm high and I'm 60, so I'm trying to deal with technology right now. I guess a lot of it is just it's for me. It's an attack on a tank with a dirt rock. When I hear these little snips and barbs that these women have to say, I can't take it serious, because number one, this is my argument. Shout out to Dirty Folks with Dirty Folks. I say it constantly. I can't. It ain't all sisters. It ain't all sisters. And this is not to let you off the hook. It's just the truth. The three classiest black women, the three classiest women I know, real talk, is my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and my wife. They kill all that shit. They kill it all on some Diane Carroll, Lena Horne type shit. Like in the words of Joe Pesci, that's a real classy colored broad right there. Yes, and that's the word that's missing now. With when shame disappears, so does class. Class. How classy is it to stand up and offer up? Because we knew what you was talking about. How classy is it in your 50s to stand up in a room full of people and offer up your body? Whose big mama would do that? How classy is it that 80% of your pictures on social media are ass first? It's not that you're not attractive. It's not that you're not supposed to be attractive after you got grown kids. It's not that. You're supposed to remain classy. And that's a word: classy, unclassy, and unpleasant. You're unpleasant. Just flat out. It's not pleasant to be around you. Those are the issues. Be pleasant. You have no motivation to be pleasant to us yet. But read Isaiah 4. Just read Isaiah 4 right now, sisters. I'm gonna say this and shut up. If you type it black and proud, if you type again in the chat before you read Isaiah chapter 4, and I'll know, because that's what you're supposed to comment on, give you some homework, because left to your own devices, you just running in an angry little circle, just saying horrible shit. Read Isaiah 4 and tell me what you think.
Well, I got to give a little bit of pushback because, quite frankly, I personally am not going to take my foot off the gas because we know that 10% of these women have class, dignity, and respect for themselves, while the other 90 is running around here like a bunch of Jezebels. I'm sorry. I'm going to cook. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if they label me everything under the sun. I'm going to call it out as long as I see it. Because I remember growing up listening to nothing but We Hate Black Men music. And half of it was unwarranted. We Hate Black Men TV shows. And most of it was unwarranted. So now that they're actually doing something that is the criticism is warranted, I'm a chill. Nah. Hell no. Hell no.
Facts. One of the things that I want to put out there is this right here, this comment. Chandra, thank you. She said, thanks for at least acknowledging not all. It irks me.
Uh-oh.
Did he freeze?
Yeah, freezed up.
Nothing is 100% of nothing. You can't say, when we talk about women, you can't have the mindset. This shit just be irking me. You can't have the mindset that we're talking about all of them. It is a common sense notion to know that you're not talking about all women.
But see, be amused.
And why do we have to specify?
You don't.
Not all.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's a common. It is a look. When we dealing with women, right? Women are not like us. Women use 2,000 more words per day than we use. Anytime they try to do anything, get anything, they always have to use their words. They can't use brute force. So because of that, they are more manipulative with their words. And what they do is they always figure out a way to escape accountability, right? So one of the things they do when you start critiquing women in large swaths, right? They'll say, well, all of us ain't like that.
Exactly.
And they're waiting for you to say, you're right. And you know why? Because if 90% of the women fit what you just got through saying, and only 10% of them don't fit what you just got through saying, the moment you acknowledge not all of the women are gonna say, cool.
It ain't me.
I'm part of the group he just admitted ain't in that group.
Yep.
That's why they do that.
Yeah, to co-sign what you're saying, basically, they put up some but not all is a shield to hide behind.
Yes.
For me, and I only say it. Yeah, let me look. Come on. I don't have a cape on tonight, fellas. I don't own one of those capes. I'm like Edna in the Incredibles. No capes. I'm not with the capes. What I will say is that the fact that it's some, but not all, like I say all the time. There's only 3 bitches. They just busy as hell. Okay, so it's not all of you. The problem,
running amok.
Come on, bro. The problem isn't the bad ones among you. It's the good ones among you that don't police the bad ones.
Facts.
So I'm not, hold on. So pretty please with sugar on top, understand that when I pick out when I speak of the classy ones among you, you need to ask yourself, about that horrible ass broad in your crew that none of y'all check that's keeping her kids from their daddy. That's your job. Yes, there are classy sisters that exist. Your problem is that you won't police them other ones. And until you do, you can expect more of the same. You have all these valid concerns that the world doesn't give a fuck about. Because you're right. You're right about you're right about brothers beating you up. You're right about brothers eliminating you. You're right about brothers being on the down low. You're right about brothers that don't want shit. You're right about brothers that just badmouth you. You're right about all of those things. But the world doesn't care. And you know why? Lizzo. That's why.
Look, I agree with BMU. What's understood don't have to be spoken. If we're sitting up here talking about raggedy women and you not a raggedy woman, you should know that don't apply to your ass. Like that's not complicated. You feel me? But every time a woman say, but not all women, I automatically assume you must be one of them. You got to be one of them. Because if I know that there are deadbeat dudes out here.
How many of them in your crew, Angry Man?
None.
Okay.
And my thing is this: when somebody says, "Yeah, man, these deadbeat dudes out here, man, they got to stop making a bad name for the rest of us," and blah blah blah. I'm not gonna be like, "Come on, man, there ain't that many deadbeat dudes."
Right.
Okay. Real quick. Just real quick. BMU, while it's on my mind. Attention, Black women who have accused us of hating sisters, and me that accused me of hating sisters. I'm gonna show you something that you don't see in captivity very often. A happily married Black couple, and the Black woman got her own hair. So can we please do away with how much I hate sisters? I'm gonna need you to retract that. I'm gonna need you because it's what I'm saying right now. That's her. That's her right there on hair. That's her. So we cut all that out. We want you to wear weaves. We want you to have BBLs. That shit you do for each other. Let's get that there. Now I'm done.
They don't have they don't give a fuck about what Black men are saying.
No.
They don't. Women do not give a fuck about what Black men are saying. And in real time, I tell Black women this all the time. If your ass is sitting back and you got those ugly ass eyelashes, you got them stupid ass goddamn fingernails, you got that dumb ass fucking pound cake on top of your face, you don't give a fuck about what men say. You don't care.
And it's the thing, like she said, forgive me for irking you, BMU. The comment irks me, right? Because we know it's what's like we just said. We already know it's understood. It don't have to be explained. We don't have to make a notion every time we talk about Black women. Not all now. No,
I'm not saying it no more Black. But let me tell you something. I'm not saying it right now. I got a 28-year-old and I got a 23-year-old, and they're out here in this world. Guess what I don't do? I don't pull punches with them.
Yeah.
I don't. I got little nieces and nephews and cousins and shit. I don't pull punches. When I come around, they already know what's about to happen. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to be making all kind of fucking jokes. I'm going to be degrading their decisions in life.
But guess what, JT? What irks me, and I'm pretty sure you men up here, brothers, can relate to this. What irks me is when I'm up here giving a criticism of Black women. Same criticism I have no problem giving the Black women in my family.
Come on.
Right? And I get accused of being a Black woman hater. I try to figure out, like, I'm the patriarch of my family, and there are women in my family that don't have husbands. Guess who they lean on when they need help?
You.
And guess who give it to them? Me.
You.
So if I truly hated black women, why the hell would I make sure they straight? It don't make any damn sense. Like it's annoying. You feel what I'm saying? My mother's a black woman. My mother called me right now and needs something she got. So it's like, bro, what are we talking about? This is what annoys me. It's like at some point, black women are gonna have to take accountability. All black women. Okay, all black women. The black women that's acting up, they're gonna have to take accountability for acting up. And just like Uncle Jeff said, the black women, good black women, y'all gonna have to take accountability for being complicit and standing by watching these other women act up.
Well, Anger Man, if you think that you were shouting a few minutes ago, I have another shout for you. Because I think it's just only right that when you're in the spirit of things, you might as well be in the spirit of things. And I want you to see this because you could probably relate. And so I'm going to play this because we hate black women, but there's a lot of pastors. They are really stepping up to the mound and they are really, really speaking truth. And a lot of people don't like them. The churches are starting to empty a little bit because people don't want to hear what they have to say. But I like this pastor as well. He had a lot of great things to say, and I'm gonna let you hear him. Give me just a second. There we go.
Woman says, I want to wait until marriage. It is his right to say, well, I would like to wait to pay for things until marriage. You want to be sanctified, holy unto God? Well, I want to make sure that the responsibility to provide and protect that's sanctified before God. I got to make sure you're worth my money because you got to make sure I'm worth your body. Because when you think about Old Testament law, you paid to be married. That a father, his daughter would set up at the house until a man was willing to pay the price financially to marry the daughter. It ain't have nothing to do with booty. And what did he pay for? He didn't pay for somebody that's already been touched. He was paying for blood. So you save yourself. I got to make sure that what I'm paying for is worth it. You need to lower your standards because most of us ain't getting a bloody woman. You have been passed around. So stop with this whole list of what you want God to send you. You couldn't even save yourself 30 years. You don't test my money out just like we don't test the body out. You will just have to see how I live and take care of myself. See, you will take your body, but I'll still be doing husband duties. I'm not coming cutting your grass. So how do I know what kind of man he is? I'm going to always let you know that I got to go and cut my mama's grass. So that's how you'll be able to see, oh, he is a man of his word. You have...
Yeah. He could.
Nothing is funnier to me than a woman that gives a whole list of demands of what she wants from a man, and she got 3 kids and 2 baby daddies.
Yeah, and 3 kids and 4 baby daddies because 2 guys are playing for one. You know.
Yeah. Somebody get their head bumped.
3 kids and 4 baby daddies is wild as fuck.
Hey, man, let me ask you, I don't think some of those girls have a dude that she says, listen, I'm not going to put you on child support for this kid, but just give me so much.
Yeah.
And then she tells the other guy that this is your kid, and she puts him on child support.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, it's a hustle, bro.
It's a hustle.
Now, anger man, I want to make sure I get all of these done so we can have a conversation about these videos. Here's another.
Talk to men who are carrying paralyzed women. Call your girlfriend or your spouse that you can't marry no paralyzed woman. If she had daddy issues, you are not the father. That if she's been rejected, you are not the healer. At some point, if you love me, I don't expect you to abandon me, but I am not your hero. I am not God. I'm going to have to take you to God and leave you there and let him deal with what only he can deal with.
All right. There's 2. There's one more, and then we can have the discussion. Here's the third one. Here we go.
always comes home to the place where he is king. The reason we're not seeing fruit in the home and the reason we're not seeing fruit from our children is because we've cursed who God has ordained as the authority. Come here, let me talk to you. You got to ask yourself, why does he come home and stay outside 30 and 40 minutes? He's trying to work himself up to deal with the dishonor and the contention and the questioning and the arguing. You got to stop being so smart. I know you went to Berkeley. I know you went to Emory. But in the house, he's the king. I don't care if he just has a high school diploma. He is the king. I don't care if he only says 4 prayers. He's still the priest. And if you want the curse to be broken off of the black family, the first thing we got to do is start honoring those who God put in authority. Get your family structure together. You got to answer to God because you have dishonored his seat. He's the pastor of the house. He's the priest of the house. And how it works is he comes home and says, pastor told me to do this. Pastor told me to say this. And so this is what we gonna do. So you don't tell your husband to come to church. God ordained it where your husband tells you, let's go to church. When the man of God is talking, take your man.
Woo. That boy be cooking with good grease, boy. Damn, I listen to him every time he come on. I listen to him. That boy be cooking, boy.
What's his name?
Pastor. Hold on, I got it right here. I'll tell you right now. Hold on, I got it in my phone. He be cooking. Oh my God. All right, Terrence Ogberry.
Terrence.
He about 36. Oh, 36. Yep. About 36 years old.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said, is this brother preaching in a starter coat? He could preach in a damn. Oh my Lord!
Okay. They tripping because they don't.
Come on, angry man! I want to hear dude, man.
They ain't trying to fuck with it, dog. They not. It don't matter who bringing that shit to you. If the motherfucker's doing it because he cares, then what the fuck is you thinking about a goddamn starter coat for?
All right. Well, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay, we Jedis in here. Let's answer the question. Is the brother preaching in the starter coat? Yes.
Yeah.
I have a question. Now that we have all answered your question, you have to answer ours. What was he wrong about?
What was he wrong at? Where was the lie?
You're a man. You're a man. I believe you're a man, but you, a lot of what you have to say here is confused because you say intelligent Neanderthal caveman, and let's cover that again to be very clear. If you are from the good potato salad people, GPS people, from you, if you are considered Negro or Black or African American, I got some bad news for your nickname. You're not a Neanderthal or a caveman. That has nothing to do with you.
You're a sissy.
You're okay. See now, see, JT standing behind me trying to start shit.
Yeah,
no, that's a
sissy right there,
fellas. Sissy, sweet pickle or not, he's a man. So I'm gonna deal with you like a man, and man to man, sweet pickle. I'm not dealing with you like anything other than a man. I answered your question. Hold on.
I put $20 on it that is a woman behind that motherfucker.
Okay.
I put 20.
I can't.
The link is out. Put the link out, black man. See if that motherfucker gonna show up.
JC,
I guarantee that's a goddamn woman.
JT, unimportant. Here's the importance of the story.
A woman or a sissy?
Well, there, whoever it is falls under 3 categories. Whenever you criticize Black women, you only piss off 3 groups of people: the Black woman you're talking about, the Black women who defend the Black woman you're talking about, and the sons of the Black women.
Yeah.
You got to be in one of them 3 categories. And yeah,
I'm trying to understand. Is the only way a preacher official and solidified as if he has on a suit that was created by Europeans?
Come on, man.
Whoops.
Man, you better come on.
Whoops. It just got real.
What suit did Jesus wear?
None. A damn robe. A damn pull over.
I'm really trying to understand how people
a toga robe.
It's amazing how people will disqualify what is being said based upon what the person is wearing. That is amazing to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Instead of listening to the message.
No, but we
so
already understand.
Anyway, what are your thoughts about the first video when he said that women can save themselves 30 years and men were to purchase the blood of the woman?
It's what I think about it is, and I said it before, it is ridiculous that the women of today who are not chaste are demanding shit.
Come on now.
It is ridiculous. It is laughable that women are walking around demanding top tier men, and they done already let 10 niggas slide up in there. Like you at some point you got to question when you get with the woman and have a kid with her, is it really your kid, or does that kid have remnants of DNA from 10 other niggas?
Man.
Come on, man.
You preaching tonight, damn.
Like, is that the reason why half the time these kids don't want to listen to their fathers? Because they got 10 other niggas swimming around in their head?
Hey, nigga, you ain't my real father.
Well, it's funny though, because I was listening to this. I was listening to This Might Be Risky. They had a lady on there. She tried to actually make a case why she's a better woman because she has other man's kid, and she actually was trying to quote the Bible.
Oh shit! I wish I was there.
Yeah, man. She was. Her name is Tyranny, so she's been around.
Oh shit!
Tyranny, yeah. She was, and she was trying to be dead serious with a straight face. I said, "Are you kidding me?" She said, "Yeah, I'm much better now because you know I did my thing. Now I have my kids, so now that you should come along because I've been now that I'm responsible because I have something to be responsible for. I'm a better wife."
She's been delivered.
Let me tell you.
Oh my God! I didn't go on the panel. I was just in the
First of all, you shouldn't be listening to nothing that Tyranny says. Tyranny.
I just heard it.
Tyranny ate crayons in kindergarten, bro.
Oh my
God!
God!
And paint chips, nigga, and paint chips.
Let's not again, fellas. Let's not play down Tyranny's responsibility. I love to take the ride with these people. She's absolutely right. You are now responsible for what you are is a responsible inmate imprisoned by your shitty decisions.
Damn.
You know how many responsible inmates there are doing with the LWAP? They got life without the possibility of parole.
Yeah.
You can be absolutely responsible and never give again and never ever again. Now that you have three kids by two different dudes, you're not going to have 4 kids by 3 different dudes. You're not going to do that because you're responsible. Do you know what the best thing is for you to do? Talk to the youth like the other inmates.
Yeah, look, that is definitely a woman.
Yeah, I told you.
Shout out to Big Andy 11, man. Thank you for the 10.
That's a goddamn woman, man.
Respect to the panel, and I've
been
sweet.
That's
I'm gonna play something for you real quick, and then let's see what we got. I'm gonna play this one. Got you.
Oh, let me slow it down. Rapping with the singing, I be swinging. You can get it all free like welfare. Back to the beginning, know what I told ya. I got 2 degrees, now I'm dumb rich. This sound like some 718 shit. The living weirdo on the same shit. Gave me in, let's go buy a Lennox.
Dang,
man.
that was shout out to Damien Escobar, man. That motherfucker's a beast.
And and you don't know nothing about no Devin either, bro. Devon, that dude right there.
Oh yeah.
That's a bad. Look that brother up. Look up. Help me, Devon.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you into producing music,
Yeah, Devon out cold too.
Hit that brother. I'm probably gonna see him this week. Shameless plug. I'm gonna be at NAMM this week, the music show.
Okay.
The big music conference here in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Dude is cold. He cold, man. This is why I can't say that young people don't make great music. I put him over with Ohaney Savant. This it's young cats that make it. You just not gonna hear him where on the same stations that are predominantly urban read black women read middle-aged fat black church women. That's who that radio is for. I used to write for it. You're not going to hear that music there. You're going to have to seek that kind of music out. That's just
Uncle Jeff, I think this for you.
Oh, let women be women and wish for whatever they want. That shouldn't affect men.
That's abroad.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Well, number one, it's abroad, and number two, it's abroad with bad grammar. Number three, in the words of my grandmother, wish in one hand and shit in the other, and see which one fill up quickest. Number four, here's the problem with your wishes. Who do you want to fulfill them? Who do you want to fulfill them? How you if you want to catch fish, you got to go where they biting and fish with what they want to bite. Here's all the fish in the world telling you, hey, we over here. We like this. We don't like that. When we see you with them big old claw fingernails, that means to us, whether you can or not, that you can't wipe your ass properly. We done told you. We don't like the eyelash. We told you. So this is where we biting at. If that's you cannot keep making yourself attractive to Mr. Wrong. You make yourself attractive to if it ain't for sale, take the sign down.
Hey, Jim, come on, I hear you, boy.
If it ain't for sale, take the sign down.
Come on, I heard that before.
They keep attracting carp. Somebody eat that shit.
Bruh, that's what you no, but you can't fish for blue marlin without the proper equipment. Ain't no poor man ever caught a blue marlin.
Right.
You can't catch a blue marlin as a poor man because the open face reel to catch a blue marlin is $3,500.
It is.
You can't.
You know how much the line costs? You know how much that spool of line costs for that shit?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna look that up. I ain't gonna shoot my mouth off.
The line itself costs a lot of goddamn money.
Right.
So, Anchor Man, you like the pastor, man? I can reach out to him and tell him you need more content.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing, boy. And he preached the truth, just like that first pastor did.
Wow.
But why Jeff is looking it up? Here we go. Watch this one.
If you say I want a man that make $100,000, you eliminated 85% of all men. 85%, that leaves you 15%. Half of that 15% is married. 7.5%, half of them gay. Live an alternative lifestyle. Take that down to 3.5%, 4% that you got to choose from. Then you want him over 6 feet, 2%. He can't be obese, 1%. You don't like Sagittarius, Leos, or Cancers. Well, now you at 0.5% of a man that you got to look for. You got to find him, and then he got to like you back. That type of man that makes that type of money has requirements for a woman too that now you have to meet. This is why so many women are struggling that make money when they step out here into the dating.
Dang.
Right on it.
Hey, his
math went right over her head too. Went right over her head.
Yeah, his math was mathing. No doubt.
No, bro. No, I disagree.
What's up, Miles and Ron Mac? How y'all doing tonight, brothers?
fellas.
What it do? What it do?
I disagree, Arpain. I disagree.
Yeah,
Right
okay.
It was me to
right
say.
on her face. Right on her face. Direct hit. It didn't go over her head. She knew exactly.
Oh, you know.
I mean, she knew what he was saying, but
here's it.
You hit her like a pie.
Here's the key. When it goes over her head, she starts talking over your words.
Yeah.
That's when it go over her head.
Mm-hmm.
When they don't have nothing to say, bruh, you are.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Killing the bulls.
It'll last for as long as that interview is over, and she'll be right back on the fuck shit though.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Now that's two different.
You are right though. You are right. When they are silent, you
that's because you on point.
All right, Ron, you got some thoughts, man, on what you've been hearing so far?
This last situation, right? First of all, Uncle Jeff be on point, man. Uncle Jeff be on point.
Rameezy, what up?
Yeah, I mean, all y'all be on point, man. Y'all be doing. I don't be wanting to say nothing sometimes. Cause I be learning and soaking up some game from y'all, for real, for real. I like to, interject where I might be like, I don't know about that. Let's think about that in a different way, because I'm 36. You feel me? So I'm kind of like in between the youngsters and y'all.
My son's age, absolutely.
Like I kind of grew up, around y'all, older gentlemen, you know what I mean? 10, 20 years older than me, you know what I mean, through the entirety of my life. So I always just sit back and just listen to y'all. But I do hear what they talking about too, because I'm listening to them too. You know what I mean? And my daughter is 17. So I'm looking at it from a father point of view too with the youngsters, because they about to be the ones that's gonna be running the world in a second, and like literally in like 5 to 10 years, they gonna be the ones that run the world. So I just be sitting back listening and see what y'all ideas, inputs, and what y'all thoughts are when it comes to certain things.
All right, Miles, what's up, man? Welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you for having me on the panel, Black Man Unfiltered.
No problem, man.
Right on.
What are your thoughts on what you heard so far tonight?
I would say from the last video that you guys just played, that, to be honest, when I just keep hearing them keep on making that criteria, and then it makes the pool small and small for them, I just let them fall out, and then just keep trying to search for that, and try to find the gold pot at the end of the rainbow, because you're not gonna find it. And then it's gonna be funny when by the time I say like 45, 50, because I'm seeing this now with a lot of people in these other families that I see, to where the women are dying. They're dying by themselves, being buried by themselves. I'm like,
wow.
If you just would have listened, if you just would have stayed married, because even my own grandmother, she got divorced from my grandfather at when she was in her 40s, and then now, and she's 70 now, 72, still single. And I was like, And now my grandfather, he's retired, and now he's doing very well for himself. He's been retired from GE for 20 years, and now he gets to go on vacation when he wants.
Kicking it like a soccer ball.
Boy, and he stayed working out too, so yeah, he's still in good shape and stuff. And he instilled that into me, so I started training young. And then now, for me now, I got my girlfriend, and come to find out, she actually has 4 commercial trucks, and she's trying to start a trucking company. So we gonna start to get some real money coming in, and then it's gonna be nice to see what we're gonna be able to build together. Because I'm actually gonna become a city firefighter and get good benefits. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to those benefits.
Congratulations on that, brother.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Hey, I wanted to say something about that too. Y'all think that I might be pushing it, but y'all think that I honestly think that our kids shouldn't go to daycare.
You're right. You're right.
I think they should go to grandma, granddaddy house. I think they should be.
That's how it was back in the day. I got dropped off to my grandma's.
Exactly. I think they need to start being raised by it. We got to put our kids with their grandparents, because they done lived an entire life, right? So they done weaved out all of the bull crap.
and so they can simplify a lot of things for they can give you a life lesson in a few sentences that can stick with that child for forever. Like parents be working and handling business and trying to make sure the household is situated, and especially in our community, you know what I mean? Like we ain't got all the funds to be able to just take a trip to Paris real quick and show them the Eiffel Tower, like, you know what I mean? So I just think that the grandparents need to be there.
The only thing I would say to that, Ron, is you're correct, but you have to still bet your grandparents on what they be telling your kids these days. I think that's because they still have an environment, right? And you're younger than I am, and maybe and I don't want to get on the old folks because I agree with you. In my household, I'm a baby boomer, so our grandparents, they had something to do with everybody who came through the generation, but they thought differently. So I don't know how the X's or the millennials will do that, because some millennials are starting to become grandparents, right? The older ones.
Yeah, that's true.
What are they saying to your kids, right? So yeah, you're right. And keeping it with family is probably always the best, but it's not like you should just blindly not understand what's being told to your kids in those formative years as well. They're talking to them, right? They're teaching them.
Of course, that's always going to be something that you got to take.
Yeah, I'm just saying, be cognizant of it. Just be cognizant,
like in the general sense, just like without all of the fluff in between. I just think like that just should be like a good structure when it comes to raising kids. They need to be more around their grandparents too, because like it's so much knowledge that they can give. It's so many stories that they can tell. Like they got time to sit down and marinate and mold these help mold these children, you know what I mean, into being able to think with a little bit more wisdom than moving in a world where like, bro, like you gotta like y'all got way more wisdom than me, right? Y'all live longer than I have. So
I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying, understand what's being said. Make sure it's got to be a healthy environment, even with parents. But blood is better than strangers.
But also remember that most young Black boys read at a 4th grade level. So if your grandparents ain't teaching them, if your grandparents is just giving them stories and not helping them progress educationally,
that's all you want them to do. I don't really care about the education part.
But that narrative,
I do care about that.
No. I'm not saying I don't care about education. I'm talking about from the grandparents.
But that narrative about Black boys is not true anymore. It's Black boys and girls are reading at a 4th grade level now.
Either way,
I just did a show on that shit last year, dog. I did a show on it.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong.
That's not
I'm just saying, but the narrative is fucked up because we don't have young Black men that are at a high percentage that are taking care of the children.
Okay.
We have women that are taking care of the children. And at the end of the day, you have it where they're reading at a 4th grade level too. They don't give a fuck about their children's education either.
No, exactly. It's not that, right? It's not that.
Exactly
I'm saying as far as like from the grandparents. The education part, I don't think the grandparents should have to worry too much about that, because you have schooling. You have schooling too. You know what I mean? Like that's why you send your
hold up
kids
though.
to
But
school. But I'm talking about as far as wisdom, learning.
Yeah.
Wisdom,
So at the end of the day, let me tell you what I ain't never had to do. I ain't never had to wait for a person with wisdom to come to me and tell me that they got wisdom and they want to impart that wisdom onto me. Guess what I had to do? I had to take my funky ass over there to that person with the wisdom and seek out the knowledge from them. I have to say, hey, granddad, how you doing today? How's everything going on? What's going on with you? I had to seek it out. So when it comes down to that, that's what we have to go to. We have to, this is the thing that motherfuckers don't want to tell their kids. You got to take the initiative to seek knowledge.
That's true.
It ain't gonna be given to you.
Absolutely.
You gotta seek it.
I agree with that.
This is the only reason why I said that, is because you said, and I can understand the perspective. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving another perspective, right?
Mhm.
So you said no daycare. Daycare, they're around other kids. You know what I'm saying? So they're learning the social aspect, right? I'm not saying that you know how kids who be around grown-ups all day, always in grown-ups business.
Mhm.
They is because they're used to being around grown-ups and they don't even want to play with kids their own age. And I've seen this plenty of times. Like I'm raising a daughter now, and I've seen kids her age do the exact same thing. They're always around adults, and then when they get around kids, they just stay with the adults.
Frank, the reason being is this. Let me just put it to you like this. Jeff, how would you feel if you seen your mama with a Polaroid taking ass pictures?
That's
Or
not. Come
putting
on, I'm not
no,
going there.
listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, Frank. Or had a what we have camcorders. And shit. You had a family that was doing very good when you had a camcorder, and they took the camcorder instead of paying and panning to family shit. They were panning to their ass. Imagine this right here, Frank. Your mama sitting there shaking her ass while you sitting there, or talking shit about another nigga, putting you in grown folks' fucking business in front of another motherfucking person. This is the reason why. That's not what we have right now. If you really look at what parenthood actually is, it's responsibility. The responsibility does not start when your kid gets here. It's before they get here. It's before they get here. If you want to give your kid each and everything that you want to give them, you will make a very valid effort to give them a better parent, co-parent. If a mama wants their goddamn child to be the best that they could be, they will be talking about that shit before the child is even here. They would sit back and they would vet men the way that they're supposed to vet and say, fuck having him as a great lover. Could that motherfucker be a great parent to my unborn child? Unconditioned love is what you hear a bunch of people talking about. It ain't there. You ain't gonna never find unconditioned love. You can find something close to it. The closest part that you can get to unconditioned love is to do something for your child before they're even here. How many people do that? Once they're here,
but
can I add something in on what
I feel
JT
what you're
was
saying, JT.
Once they're here, you can't talk about I love my child and I do the best and I do everything I can for them. No, it starts before they get here. You know that when people fuck, they have a potential to have children. You know this.
But I don't think
It's
that's
been
what
taught
Frank.
to you.
I don't think that's what Frank was alluding to. Because
Not at
you're
all.
making valid points, but that ain't what he was talking about.
Not at
But
all.
parenthood starts before your child gets here. Once your child is here and you had that child with the wrong motherfucking person. So, and let me put quotation marks up, the wrong person, because the majority of people say I was with the wrong fucking person.
Yeah, that's not even. We wasn't. I get what you're saying, and you're right. I wasn't talking about that. We was talking about he said something along the lines of Ron Mack said something along the lines of, instead of
Grandparents.
daycare,
I don't think that grandparents. We was talking about knowledge and stuff like that. As far as like
We was talking about knowledge for your kids,
educational knowledge.
You got to seek that.
I understand
That shit
that.
don't come. Yeah, you got to seek that.
I understand, grandparents will help out a little bit on that, like, help with the homework maybe or something like that from time to time, or even have like exercises where they do some type of, whatever level that child is on, right? I understand that. That's simple. That's the call to village. I was just saying, like, that's not the part of the grandparent that I'm more concerned about.
Gotcha.
I'm more focused on the part where this person lived the whole fucking life already. This
Right.
child hasn't even been through what they pinky toe been through yet. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? This person can simplify all of the bullshit that they done been through in their life and program it and download that information into this child at a younger age. So
Yeah.
by the time they are 15, 16, 17, they already ready. They can't wait to actually be out on their own and adults and
but
handle
that
their
comes.
business because they've been practicing it since they was.
Yeah, but that comes
Right.
that comes again. It comes from, and I wasn't really off because at the end of the day, you don't have your fucking kids for your kids. You
Right,
have your
but the
kids
thing
for your
is, Frank
grandchild.
disagreed a little bit with partially of what I was
Yeah,
saying.
just partially was because all I was saying was like, so at that age they miss out. You know what I'm saying? Depending on if you have other children, right? But if you say you have one child and you send them to grandma's house or grandpa's house during the day when they like relatively like they have like preschools, you know what I'm saying, where they could be around other kids already, you know what I'm saying, learning some little life skills. They already learning how to share and do all of those things like that with kids their own age. And that's all I was saying. So
Right.
but I get what you're saying though.
I
I
got
respect it too.
pushback on that too, though, Frank. I
Okay.
don't necessarily think that we need that it even matters that these kids be around other kids. You got to understand, like we put our kids around. Think about it, bro. Everybody household ain't like yours. First of all, right?
For sure.
Second of all, we sending our kids. Think about it, bro. It's people that you really wouldn't even talk to on a real day-to-day basis for real, bro. Or even you'll cross the street when these folks come around.
Mm-hmm.
They raising their kids to go to the same school that your kids go to too.
No, that's for sure.
You feel what I'm saying?
But that's the world, though.
Now,
That's the world. That's work.
or you got this nasty, disgusting household full of roaches or whatever the case may be, whatever the situation is over there. They bringing it to the school, bringing it to your kids get sick all the time because of other kids. For one, so I understand what you're saying, the social aspect of it, but that's the problem. We sending our kids around so many different personalities and households, right? Trying to figure out what's going on in the world, right? That they are unable to even know who they are themselves.
Okay,
because they're dwelling in the world, trying to figure out who everything. First, figure out who you are first. Know thyself, and then you can move forward. I believe.
And I agree. I agree with you.
So right after Frank, hold on, Frank. Right after you, man, we're gonna let Miles get in there.
Yeah,
get his thing in. Go ahead.
So I agree, right? Like I agree to an extent. I just seen a 10th grader come into my school. She been homeschooled her whole life. Her mama had to walk her to class. You feel me? Like, so she's been raised by her family this whole time, not really around other kids, not really around other, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that that's something you have to do, whatever, but that's the world. You go into the military, you're gonna meet a whole bunch of people that you never would have spoke to, that you never would have saw, that you never would have gave a fuck about. But now y'all together every day in a unit doing what you got to do to complete a mission. You go to college. The same shit. You go to the workforce, the same shit. You're around a bunch of people that you never would have seen, that you never would have talked to, that you never would have gave a fuck about. It's the exact same thing. But the only thing is that if you set your kid up to come to school in the 10th fucking grade and your mama gotta take, imagine the day, imagine the first day of school. Midway through, everybody has their cliques, everybody has their friends, everybody has this and this. You there trying to make your own way, and your mama walked you to motherfucking class your first day of school, and guess what? You didn't got talked about. Your mama had to bring you, like, you didn't set that kid up to take their ass right back home. That's all I'm saying.
Can I push back to that?
Go ahead, and then we're gonna get Miles in here, man. Definitely want to get him in.
Bro, I got nephews, right? They older men now. They in their 30s now, but they were homeschooled all the way up until high school, right? Mind you, I feel you. They was timid. They was a little timid. They was a little nervous about it. You know, they at the crib. They they different. They up on all the new stuff. They, you know, they still do the same stuff that kids do, but they dealing with the neighborhood kids, or they deal with children, but it's just controlled environment. It's the right type of children you want to put your people around. So I seen them go through that. I seen them when they did go to high school. They was timid at first, but they immediately, bro, it don't take that long to catch on, bro. That's if a toddler can do that as a baby and they can go figure out how to navigate through school, they be scared they first day. That's just everything that you do for the first time is gonna be kind of scary or hard or complicated to do.
Fellas, we're discussing school on a European paradigm, and we are number 2 ignoring the California fires. Let me go ahead and connect those two for you. There is no way for the earth in this age not to have a ripple effect from the crippling of the 4th largest economy on the planet. As this crumbles, we're going this way anyway. Your oppressor should not be teaching your children to begin with. When we get into this village shit, that's why I say if you just let it, if you just really read it deep, Isaiah 4 answer all this. And y'all know me, I ain't no Bible bumper. But what's gonna have to happen, right? It's happening before our very eyes. I've always said that black people ain't gonna work with one another unless they have to, and now we have to. And nobody, this is ugly, but nobody wants to sacrifice a generation. These grandparents y'all talking about, this is not Big Mama and Big Daddy. We are devolving. Those of us who are not evolving are devolving into savages, brother. What do you think? What do you think a child is going to be like when his parents were raised up listening to Glorilla and SZA and any insert your ignorant artist here, whatever your ignorant artist name is, those people, that child gonna be a savage. That child's child is gonna be a savage. They got somewhere that they about to deal with most of them savages, y'all. We're in the middle. We're in the middle of this attack. This is an open-faced attack on the people in the middle. I ain't counting nobody's pockets on here, so just let me count mine. I ain't rich. If you ain't poor but you ain't rich, you got a target on your back. We need to, and that target, the dodging of that target, the surviving of that target is going to mandatorily cause us to clan up. And when we do, bruh,
this ain't gonna be nice.
Ron Mack gonna be teaching all the kids about music production. JT gonna be teaching them how to shoot. Miles gonna be teaching them what he gonna teach them. And that's how they learn. From the best of us in the best places. And then we coordinate ourselves with another clan that's teaching their kids some stuff we not, and we teaching our kids some stuff they're not. And you know who's already doing that? Koreans here in Koreatown. Armenians in their neighborhoods. Chinese in their neighborhood. The Hebes in their neighborhoods. They all have private schools where they teach their kids what they want to. We don't have that, or we don't have enough, and we certainly don't have enough on a non-European curriculum, on a curriculum that teaches them how to balance a checkbook, that teaches them truly about finance and investment and nutrition. You don't learn any of those things. unless you take classes in those things. And that's up to us to teach that's the first place my mind go when I hear complaints about public schools. A complaint about a public school, complaining about a public school being substandard is like complaining about a public restroom being dirty.
Especially when your ass ain't got a house.
Come on, bro. You can't. That's weak. That's on us.
Yeah.
That's on us. I'll say this. I land the plane. The little ones in my immediate family are so influenced by the adults. So influenced by the adults. There's too many adults for shit to slip through the cracks. And I feel blessed to be in this circle of people who their kids ain't on none of this, but they're not. They're just not.
Yeah.
And that's two groups of people.
Most definitely, most definitely. We got my man Miles in the building. I know you got some things you want to say, man. What says you, bro, on what you've heard so far, my guy?
I would say from going off of what both Ron Mack and Jeff.
Ooh, you crispy, bro. You crispy.
Ooh,
I don't
yeah.
know what you did.
Can you hear me now?
Your mic is crispy. No, it's got a lot of interference in it. Like is your connection to your mic? Is it a
You might have to reset it.
You might have to go back in.
Yeah, I'll go back out and come back in. Hold on one second.
Okay. Yeah, that
real crisp.
I was trying to find out where that was coming from, but we already know. Arpan, what says you until my man comes back? Yeah, you're muted.
Listen, I was just listening. I mean, I said my piece. I didn't want to kind of act like I was going against what Ron said. I mean, I'm the kind of grandfather now. You know, my daughters ever have any kids, you know, they would be hanging out with me. They'd have a good life. But I don't think what's being taught these days depends on the age of the grandparent or the mother.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are the same women that we're talking about today. I mean, some of them are, you know. So I don't know how safe your kids will be around them. The teacher, you know. So in terms of what they're learning, and or the conversations or the questions they're asking, you know. So it's a different time. Like I've had generations go through the house I lived in, you know, with my grandmother and grandfather, and the things and the legacy they left behind. And there was some dysfunctional shit there too, but for the most part, you know, all of us had the same opportunities to get educated, get jobs, get married, you know, and do those kind of things. And pretty much that's what we do. So we're pretty close. Our family's close knit because it was a nexus of the house. So there were some benefits, but I'm not so sure that same dynamic is true if we're talking about the younger Gen Xers and the older millennials starting to be those grandparents.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
I agree. Most definitely. Most definitely. All right, Miles, let me get a mic check, homie.
How do I sound?
You sound a lot better, brother. Okay,
thank you. I would say going off of what Ron Mack and Jeff said earlier, and to see how in this newer in my generation, because I'm only 26, and for me, mentoring, I mentor like the guys that are even younger than me, that are in their 18 to like 22 range, because like I'm trying to get them to discipline themselves through taking care of their bodies, understanding what they eat, and then also trying to find a way to consistently work on something and perfect their craft they already have going on for themselves. And then just to see, like, one of the guys that I know, he's actually become a police officer now, and then he's helping like the part of the city that he lives at, and he's been able to build himself up from that point to where now he's like 22 and he's already a deputy, so it's actually pretty good for him. And then another thing I would say is just like how Ron Mack said earlier about how the kids actually need to be around the family more, but not just be around like family, but be around the younger cousins and all that while they grew up together. and they all form. That's how they really socialize, is with their cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why every I'm one of three. Like me, my sister, and my younger brother. We all want to have like 4 to 5 kids, and we all want to intermingle them to grow up and bond with each other and develop those socialize with each other.
That is absolutely how it's supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because when you're not socialized, and that's the thing, when your kids are not socialized with their peers, they're going to be awkward, socially awkward. They're going to be socially awkward. It's going to be a problem with them. No doubt about it. No matter how much people talk about this whole thing with just homeschool, you can't just homeschool your kid. It has to be a lot of other things you have to do, because you have to make sure that they're acclimated socially. They actually understand what the world is really about, right? They got to understand that the world is not going to evolve around them. They're going to have to find a way on how they fit into the world, right? And a lot of that comes from, and these are processes. Nothing is coming instantly. It's a process with each and everything that we do. Now, because we just discover it, we think that it instantly happened. No, there's always a process with each and everything that we encounter or what we do or whatever. So absolutely, we still have to have a balance socially. There has to be one socially. If not, then, it's going to be worse than what we see right now. Oh, Stephanie, how old did you say you was, Miles?
26.
Oh, damn, he's 26. Damn, my daughter's 2 years older than you. God damn, I'm old.
Yeah, you said are you in the training for being a firefighter? Are you a trainer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, two of my brothers are firefighters. One's retired. He was a vice chief in Milwaukee, no less. The other one's in New York. He got on right after 9/11. He was like a 2001, 2002 recruit after the tragedy when like 475 of those guys passed away in the Trade Center. So he's been a firefighter for a while, man. They made careers out of it.
Yeah. So, yeah,
man.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Hey, brothers, do you guys have anything else, man? We about to go ahead and shut this thing down. But if you guys got some last thoughts, Jeff, go ahead. If you got some last thoughts or something that you want to put out here on this panel, man, you got it.
Okay. Well, number one, thank y'all for having me up here. Anytime, fellas, y'all call me. If I can, if I'm here, I'm here, man. Because I think we need to do more of this. I think this kind of talk needs to be had. It raises awareness. It's for who it's for.
Mm-hmm.
This is for who it's for. I call upon all of us here to pay more attention to the return of Big Mama. Big Mama coming back. She gone. She gone. Big Mama died out.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a generation that we're going to have to write off. We're going to just have to let situations march them to the edge of the earth and kick them off. Then look at the Danica Maries, the Rivas, the Crimson Cures of the world, the Erica Lachey's of the world. These sisters that are young, that speak with wisdom, and the sisters that follow them, the sisters you raised, JT, the sister I raised,
mm-hmm.
the sisters my family has raised. Those are the people that are going to bring back the values we're discussing, and we're gonna just have to let this fruit is rotten. It's rotten, brother. Ain't no recultivating it back this way. It's what it is. See it as that. Look past that and understand that what we're doing right now is giving wisdom to the wisdom void that's going to come when these young people get old and they don't have nothing to give to their kids.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all be good. I'm out.
Absolutely. Hold on before you get up out of there,
Yeah,
Jeff. I gotta say this to you. Tomorrow is going to be the beginning of me talking shit to you after them damn Lions win that Super Bowl. After that Detroit Lions win that Super Bowl. You know, I mean, I done cut the damn the video up on when we was on Izzy's, and you said, it was a good joke. When I said, God damn.
You were actually, you was the actual Lions first? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but before y'all go down that rabbit hole, I want to say
go ahead. Go ahead, Pay.
Roll off. On Monday on my show, I was going to talk about the optics of Michelle Obama disrespecting Barack about going to the inauguration, not being at the funeral, and the reasons why she's not doing it. And I think that her as being the queen black woman is going to send a horrible message of disrespect all the way down, more disrespect, that they're used to when it comes to black men. I think there's a conversation in there somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to have that conversation.
I'll be there. Most definitely.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Miles, what do you have, good brother?
All I want to say is I thank you all for your wisdom. Jeff, your jokes on these other panels and this one are hilarious.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
JT, I love the information that you give out to, especially people like me, to where I can soak it in and to be able to understand an older perspective and to gain wisdom.
Appreciate it, brother.
Payne, thank you very much for your help in building this economy as an engineer. I very much appreciate it.
Most definitely. All right, man. Listen, it's been real. Listen, it's 2025, man. Black Man Unfiltered is definitely cultivating so we can have our shows as more entertaining and informational as possible. We're going to keep continuing that. We're going to make it even better. I appreciate all you brothers, not just for on this show, man, but I appreciate you guys for doing what you do out here on the earth, touching grass and being fathers to your kids, being uncles and cousins and friends to people, man. So one of the things that I love about Black men is that we keep striving. We're resilient, and we're going to always have that in our soul. And we're going to keep trying to put that into all the other young men that are coming up. Even if they're on the wrong path, we still have to put our information out here. We still have to keep pushing for them so they can be resilient and go against all the things that they thought that they knew. And if they can sit back and challenge themselves, it's going to make them a better person. That's it. That's all I got to say about that right there, man. But I appreciate you guys. Uncle Jeff, our Payne, Miles, man, it's been a pleasure, brother. Ron Mack, my man, Angry Man, BMU, it's been always a pleasure, man. And we'll be doing this next Friday on the Barbershop with the Black Man Unfiltered Network. Y'all take it easy. Peace out, man. We gone.
Later, gentlemen.